Hey! How's it going, everybody? Welcome. It is Friday night, and that means it's time for Wildcards because Black Bag is still on hiatus. So, welcome. This is Wildcards, our Savage Worlds Deadlands Reloaded campaign. I am your marshal for the evening. You can tell because I have my shiny badge. My name is Jordan Caves-callarman, for those of you who don't know me. And we've lost Meghan. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for choosing to spend your Friday night with us. You guys are great. Yay. We've got Isaiah behind the cameras tonight, or behind the computers. Thank you, Isaiah. And then all the way, working remotely from home, probably in his underwear, cannot confirm, is Tyler Rhodes.
Picture Tyler in his underwear.
Don't do it. It's a trap. Oops.
Yeah, Too late.
Now we're all doing it now. Yeah, it's happening.
Welcome to my world.
What?
What? Huh?
So,
Dom has like a disorder where he sees everyone naked all the time.
Yeah.
He's never nervous in front of crowds, though.
No.
Never once in his entire life has he been nervous public speaking.
No.
So welcome, guys. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. We're about to get started, but we have a bit of a unique situation at the table tonight, in that it's a very special situation, and two of our members recently had birthdays. So let's go ahead and sing "Happy Birthday" to two of our players at the table.
Oh my God!
While this homemade pie slowly gets wax in it. Here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jordan and Talene. Happy birthday to both of you.
Just you.
Now blow out your candles. Blow out your candles.
Blow 'em out.
You each get one candle. Blow them out.
Okay, right.
You have to do it at the same time or you won't know who did what.
Oh,
Yay! They did it. Happy birthday, guys.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
When you have a birthday on Wildcards and it's running, you get pie.
You get pie.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys like mixed berry pie. Megan made it. She's
Homemade.
slaved over the hot stove all day
It is
today.
homemade.
Wonderful.
So if it's not
Thank
good, it's
you.
Megan's
You're
fault.
welcome.
I already have
Yes,
it.
there's that.
And the rest of us don't get any pie because it's
I
not our
shouldn't have said
birthday.
that.
Enjoy.
Okay.
So just
Ice
Wait,
your
hold on.
fingers.
By
You
the
say
end
that
of
as
this-
though I would have a problem eating this in front of you, and I would not.
No.
By the end of the show, we have to have eaten the entire pie.
There are forks in there.
Nope, just spoons and knives.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a problem eating half a pie. Do you have a problem?
I could eat
eating
half a pie. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't turn down half a pie.
No.
So while everybody gets
paper towels too.
some pie, we're gonna go around the table and introduce ourselves. So I already introduced myself. So I guess we'll start over here with this young birthday lady right here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Talene, and I had a birthday, as people tend to do. I'm here tonight playing Tortlaw, a scout shaman who's really awesome and never says anything inappropriate.
What is if a stranger were to see Tortlaw for the first time? What is the first defining thing that would stick out to that person?
Physically, or
Just looking at Tortlaw for the first time. I've never seen you before. What is the first thing that would stick out to a stranger? What is
Discord.
Tortlaw's defining characteristic?
the jacket.
The jacket?
Yeah, she wears a bloody jacket with bullet holes in it.
A bloody CSA jacket.
A bloody CSA jacket.
That she made and got blood on?
This
Or
is food
did she
coloring.
steal it?
Maybe.
We don't know.
Yeah.
She probably didn't make the bullet holes because she's not really much
That's right.
of a
She's
gun
not,
user.
It wouldn't be, yeah.
That's true. That's true.
You know what? There's some stabs. There's some stabs,
Like it.
slashes too. So maybe it was
Yeah.
a group effort to
Okay.
kill the person who once owned this jacket.
Wow, that guy died real hard. With a vengeance. Right next to Talene, we have.
Oh, it's me. Hi. My name is Dom Zook. I play James Bogue, who is the gunslinger and all-around man in black guy here in Coldwater Creek. And I back up my friends when I have to. And I have a horse named Dot. Dot. Horse.
And what is the first thing that
Yes.
sticks out to people about James Bogue when they see him for the first time? What impression are they left with?
He is intimidating. He is tall. He is dark. I wouldn't say he's necessarily handsome. Maybe a little handsome. Maybe.
What's your charisma bonus?
Nope.
No, just normal looking guy.
Just normal looking guy. Yeah, but if you want to consider him handsome, I mean, someone must, right?
I guess, yeah, maybe his mom.
I don't know. Yeah.
Jordan,
Yeah.
just give me this.
Yes.
But yeah, anyway, they would. He is just an intimidating figure anywhere he goes.
Would you say he's a Steely Dan?
He's more of a Skinnerd, I think.
Bandana Man, thank you for the donation.
Thank you, Bandana Man.
That's good.
Okay.
He's much obliged.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to move over
Less,
here
less liquid. Yes.
to birthday person the second.
Hi, I'm Jordan Pridgeon, and I'm playing Gabriel Pryor, the con man preacher, who's putting on the role of a holy man in order to fleece these yokels. However, everything just kind of seems to be going tits up real quick.
It's hard to
in
fleece
this town.
yokels in this town.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things working against you
Yeah.
in fleecing the yokels.
Ooh, I got the wax.
What is the thing that stands out to people upon first meeting Gabriel Pryor?
I mean, he just has an air of likability around him.
Okay.
Like he's a guy you immediately feel like you want to trust.
Okay. And
It's obviously misplaced.
misplaced trust.
But that's why he's good at what he does.
Okay. All right. Right next to Jordan, we have.
Hi, I'm Meghan Caves, and I am playing Rosaline Saoirse Byrne. And she is a huckster, which is effectively in this system a magic user, but she uses it all. It's all demon and card related. She's a knife fighter, and she's a high-class escort. And she's sort of a team with Gabriel here. I don't know.
Sort
more
of a team.
I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, we work together and then we don't, so that's where the sort of came from.
Right.
Just, romantically enmeshed, but periodically
team.
professionally affiliated.
Yeah.
And what stands out about Rosaline?
Well, she does literally have attractive, so that stands out.
Right.
She did the work. She took an edge.
Yeah.
to
There are
be
stats for
attractive.
these things,
But I am ruggedly handsome.
No.
You're rugged.
You're ruggedly.
See?
You're ruggedly rugged.
Rugged. You're ruggedly rugged.
BSB Care, thank you for the
BSB
donation.
Good care paying to make me ruggedly
I
handsome.
No, that's what's happening.
She's got real dark. She's real pale. She's got real dark hair, and she's
As
striking.
far as effects go, are charismatic and attractive just like different flavors? of the same
Functionally the
thing?
same thing.
Yeah.
Just they work in gameplay in different.
Because I was
in different
looking
ways.
at that earlier and I was kind of
And
like,
attractive is the gateway to taking the very attractive
right.
edge. So
This is a very good pie.
Good.
yeah, very
Good.
tasty.
awesome.
Yeah, chat, you're missing out.
Sorry, guys. If we could send you all a piece of pie through the magic of the internet, we would. Get on that technology. One of
I
you
actually
watching.
can, and I choose not to.
Oh,
so.
wow,
Oh,
hard.
that's
sorry.
harsh.
I want to take a moment real quick, guys, to let you all know that until Sunday, our very own Saving Throw's own Wes Otis, otherwise known as Plate Mail Games online, is running a sale on his entire library of audio effects. Everything is everything he makes is 40% off until Sunday night.
Holy
So
crap.
you should check that out. It's on RPG.
That is awesome.
Just look up Plate Mail Games.
Oh, hell yes.
All of the audio that I use in the show is all Wes's audio. Some other shows on Saving Throw use his audio. Wes, of course, uses his audio on Black Bag. He's got amazing stuff. He has a huge library of tracks for any type of game that you could be playing. So check that out. It goes through the end of the weekend.
If I could add just a little bit, because I don't know, a lot of people know this, but Wes has a ton of years experience in sound design, and the tracks that he has are really, really intricately layered. Like they have everything you could possibly want, and it's literally like going out. These aren't just like sound effects that he got off of some,
Library.
CD or library or anything like that. Like he crafted these, and it really makes a difference. It really puts you in the mood and into the game. So yeah, I highly can't recommend it enough.
And the audio setup we do when we are playing the tracks at the table still doesn't quite do them justice.
Yeah.
We're working on being able to integrate them more fully into the stream, but just trust us, it's stuff that you will severely up the quality of your game. Severely up the quality.
Severely.
Yeah.
Severely is a weird choice.
Speaking of donations, before we get to the laundry list of donations that we have already happening on my screen, we should go over the donations that we have here at Wildcards. So, there are several things that you at home in chat watching us right now can do to affect the game. One of those is to purchase a toast. Now, I believe all of the toasts that you can buy with experience points are gone. So at this point, the toasts that you can get for the game are going to be an increasing amount of $5 each time. So it starts at 5 and then 10. What?
I said they're gone.
They're gone.
already?
And you can make us toast to whatever you
my
want. We will
God.
raise a glass to whatever you want, provided you are not a jackass and make us say anything hateful or anything weird like that. Let's all be cool and have a good time about
Yay.
it. Thanks, you guys rock in advance. The other thing that you can donate for is a piece of cursed Spanish gold for one of the players at the table or for the table. Not for me. You can't buy it for me because every piece of cursed Spanish gold can be used to re-roll any skill or attribute roll that these guys make. But once they use it, it goes to me, and I can use it for any of the foes or people that they encounter. So that's the curse. You can also donate for a fistful of cursed Spanish gold, which is 3 pieces for anyone here at the table, or for the table itself. You can buy a heal for somebody. You can heal 1 wound from these guys. Now, again, in Savage Worlds, wounds are a big deal. They can take 3 wounds, and then if they take 1 more on top of that, they are potentially dead. So that is a super helpful thing to get for the players. And then you can also buy a draw. What that is one of these players at the table will draw from the official Savage Worlds adventure deck. All of these cards have crazy different things they can do to influence the game. Some of them are super powerful, some of them are less powerful, some of them are just weird, but they're all a lot of fun. And you can get 1 of those for each of these guys each session. So nobody has a card right now. They all got used last time, so all of these guys can be donated for cards. In addition to that, guys, we have several tier rewards. So any cash donation made to the game goes towards unlocking those tiers. Already, I believe we have unlocked the first tier.
Wow.
And I'm going to talk about the names of those tiers tonight. The first tier has been unlocked, and that is Know When to Hold 'Em. Know When to Hold 'Em has been unlocked. So thank you, guys. And I believe we are only $20 away from unlocking the next tier reward. There's also a super stretch tier reward here tonight by popular demand. You guys have been crazy awesome about unlocking those, so we put in a super stretch just to see what's going on. So all of that has been started out with. Let's get a quick count of cursed Spanish gold from everybody, and then we'll launch into these donations.
4.
4,
6.
6,
0.
none.
Whoa.
4, 4. I have 10, but again, you can't donate for me. And the table has
22.
22 pieces of
We got a lot of
cursed
cursed
Spanish
Spanish gold.
Yeah.
All right, guys, everyone raise a glass.
There's a lot of poor cursed Spaniards.
Our first toast comes from the Bard 1971. Oh, right, we're doing shots for the first one. Honey whiskey.
Bard 1971.
We are not going to die today. We are going to stand tall, kicking ass. We are not going to die today. We are going to stand tall, kicking ass. Set them up. Knock them down. Forgot that was whiskey until like halfway to my mouth.
That is still gross.
Oh, so sweet. Guys, don't put those glasses down. Sweet. Raise your bottles for a chaser.
Wait, do I have to
Blech.
do this?
No, it's fine.
It's like real sweet, and then the pie is sweet. And then
Toast number 2 from Farquaad.
Everything is sweet.
Get ready, guys. Farquaad decided to ignore the length rule.
Okay.
To Teflon Neil, Megan, Talene, Jordan, Dom, Tracy, Amy, Tyler,
What?
Garav, Tom,
Oh.
David, Mac, Kelsey, Nick, Michael, Havana, Blythe, Wes, the rest of the casts, and the chat. The
Wow.
best e-pals someone could hope for.
Wow.
Hey, guys.
Okay.
To all of those people, set them up, knock them down.
Yeah.
To Farquaad.
I could have done to the best e-pals.
I'm
Don't
sure
knock
that's the last toast, so I'm just going to...
Don't knock those down too far, guys, too far. And Nightsteed, thank you very much for the
Yes,
donation.
thank you, Nightsteed.
The second tier has been unlocked, and that is Know When to Fold 'Em.
Oh no.
Know When to Fold 'Em has been
Because
unlocked.
it's no one
Know
to
when to
hold
walk
him, and then
away.
it's no one to
No,
fold him.
hey, don't give it, no spoilers. Toast number 3
Is that all?
from Sci-Fi T-Rex. To Sci-Fi T-Rex's cats, Pudge, Sooty, and Figaro. To Sci-Fi T-Rex's cats, Pudge, Sooty, and Figaro. Set them up, knock them down. Did you say Tito in there?
Pseudo.
Pseudo, not right.
He has a cat named Pseudo. It's a pseudo cat.
Yeah.
Guys, toast number 4.
All right.
Okay.
This is from Selden Arceus.
Selden.
To binging all of Wildcards in a day, because that's what Selden did today.
Oh, dear.
And then we will all wish our cap. To binging all
All
of
of
Wildcards in a
one
day.
day. Whoosh.
Cap. Set them
have a
up,
cap, sorry.
knock them down.
Yeah.
And guys, from Christian Linke,
Here we go.
to those who are watching and to those who are here, a joyous toast, yeehaw. To those who are watching and to those who are here, a joyous toast, yeehaw! Set them up, knock them down. And guys, from BSB Care,
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to pronounce this. Bonfit,
Oh,
Bonfit?
It's
Bonfit?
French. I don't.
Bonifet.
Bone feet.
Buffet?
Bone feet to, hold on, I lost it. There it is. Bone feet to Talene and Jordan P. Bone feet to Talene and Jordan P. Set them up, knock them down. We pronounce that French like Western people would.
That was
Yeah.
bone
Incorrectly.
feet.
Bone feet.
And bon feet?
Bone feet.
Buffet?
BSB Carrots also donated 4. A handful of cursed Spanish gold. One that goes to Talene.
Nice.
One that goes to Jordan.
Yay!
One that goes to Dom.
Oh.
And a draw for Talene. So, Tyler, if you're watching at home, Talene just got the draw. So if we could ask Nightsteed if he would like to switch his draw target, and then have him let us know who he wants to get the draw, because Talene can only get one. Talene can only get one.
Hopefully
All right.
Tyler's got headphones on and
Right?
can hear all that.
Tyler, you better have headphones
Talene,
on.
go!
Okay. Feeling around.
What do you got?
Yeah.
High noon. Let's settle this once and for all. Play when in group combat. I already love it. Combat stops. I don't love it anymore.
Yep.
No.
We've already drawn this
no.
card. Combat stops, and you call out someone
Character
from the other side to
and the
participate
leader
in a gunfight.
Someone on a pistol duel.
Someone brought a blowgun to a gunfight.
Oh no.
A blowgun to a blowgun fight.
Yeah. No.
Use it against like a wolf or something.
Hey, listen, can I demand that everyone use a blowgun for this? Because then I'll be on top of the world.
not.
Dang it.
So hang tight, Nightsteed. If Tyler is not with you soon, he will be, and let us know who you want to get the draw instead. Guys, I know we're all enjoying some delicious pie, but maybe we should saddle up.
Okay.
Good, now we're saddled.
Yeah.
Okay, so last time, the group had the first sermon, the first church sermon at the new church with the new preacher. It was a rousing success. The whole town showed up for it. I mean, most of the town. The sermon was quite a fire and brimstone sermon about greed in the town and how everyone hanging on to all of this excess money is the source of all the evils that plague mankind. Also, a little bit of something extra got dropped in that sermon, but it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, like
I didn't
it
notice
kind of went
anything.
off the rails and talked about blood in the field.
No, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. After that, there was a big explosion in town, and the group went to investigate it and found the workshop, staffed by Prof. Brown and his teenage sidekick, Archie, a couple of mad scientists who were working on an automaton that could function independently, like Darius Hellstrom's automatons famously can, and no one can figure out how. It accidentally got activated and set off on a path of destruction, just destroying every living creature that it encountered. So the professor gave them a device that could deactivate it and sent them out with Archie, along with a little prodding from the Texas Ranger, who forced the marshal to deputize James Bogue. Sent them out into the woods to track down the creature, the device, and destroy it, take it down. The shutdown device did not work as planned, and they ended up leading it on a chase through the woods.
A little machine gun.
Little bit Gatling gun.
Yeah.
But the group was able to prevail in the end and stop Deathsteel, that was the name of the automaton, from destroying anyone else. Although we got a little bit into it when Archie decided to disrespect Rosaline in front of Gabriel Pryor. The preacher got a little bit hot into it and fired a warning shot at Archie, and Archie did not take that super well. So I don't know. We'll see. That probably, I don't think anything's gonna happen because of that.
No.
But they are planning on giving you the money for the raw materials of Deathsteel in return for all of the help that you guys offered them in town.
All right.
So it has been about a week since you guys arrived in Coldwater Creek, and this is a good time to talk about your weekly expenses. So we talked about this a little bit before the show. Tortlaw basically spends most of her time hunting and trapping for her food. She eats maybe one meal of breakfast soup each week. Or
And
each
every
day.
time I do, I swear I will never eat breakfast soup again.
Yeah, but you always keep coming back. And she's got to upkeep horse. So she is paying $8.75 a week. James Bogue is getting shaven, a haircut, a weekly bath. He's keeping up Dot horse. He's also eating 3 square meals at a fairly nice place in town. And he buys his pipe tobacco and various and sundry other expenses. He's spending $21 a week. Gabriel Pryor, kind of like James Bogue, only you're not taking care of a horse and you don't drink as much. So $14 a week.
All right.
And you don't ever pay for any of your drinks. All your drinks are bought for you. But you do bathe more than the average person. So you're paying $14.25 a week.
All right.
However, during this week, a couple days after everything happened with Deathsteel, Just one of the young men from town brings you money from Prof. Brown and Archie. Didn't really want to show up themselves, seemingly, but they honored their agreement with you and brought you $350.
Wow.
For the dismantlement of Death's Deal.
That's good money.
At some point during the week, the marshal begrudgingly, Bandana Man, thank you for the donation.
Bandana Man.
The marshal begrudgingly pays you your bounty for Johnny Carrington, who you turned in so many sessions ago.
Yeah.
$300 for Johnny Carrington.
Nice.
Wow.
However, the marshal gleefully informs you that as a deputy of the law, you are no longer able to participate in the receiving of bounties. So this is the last bounty you will be paid while you are wearing that star, James Bogue.
Dang.
And then from the collection plate at the church on Sunday, $20. $20 from the assembled crowd. Great. Not too bad, right? You wouldn't kick that out of bed? No? Great.
You all right?
I'll take it. I'm fine. Hey, Megan. Draw!
All right.
Knight Steed is changing his donation to Megan.
Thank you, Knight Steed.
Draw this card.
I'm gonna pick my own card.
I know, but
I want this one. This is the one.
exactly the one that I wanted you to pick.
Cheating! You're a cheat and a liar. Play at any point where you are dealt a normal playing card. You may search the remaining deck for any card other than a joker and replace a card you have been dealt, and then reshuffle the deck.
Isn't that what you had?
That is.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Guys, I got a lot of money now.
Yeah. I mean, you guys could disperse that around, or you can keep it for
Yeah,
yourselves.
we can-
Nobody's gonna.
I feel
we
like
gotta buy some.
James
We
Bowe
can buy some
gotta
stuff.
slide some money over.
You don't need money though. It's metal.
I'll help support
Right.
Rosaline's expensive lifestyle.
If you
Makes
need
sense.
anything, let
Yeah.
me know.
Okay.
But
When I go to buy
like nice
my
things.
breakfast soup, I'm
gotta
gonna
have
make
nice
James
things.
Bowe pay
He's
for
gonna
it.
pay for it. Okay, good.
yeah, I was
In
like,
That's
fact,
your
I'm
lunch
just like,
soup.
I'm just gonna walk into the place that sells breakfast soup, and I'm gonna be like, put it on James Bowe's tab, and
No.
they're gonna do it.
But Bandana Man, thank you for
Bandana
the
Man.
other donation. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Now to those of you in chat who last week, one of the tier rewards that was unlocked was Steam Augmented Reality. So we did a little Twitter role play. All of the characters created accounts, and they have been engaging in some between stream role play on Twitter. So we'll give you the information for that at the end of the stream. But the important things to note, there was some interpersonal reaction that happened that will enrich your understanding of the game. But one thing that is important to the ongoing narrative of the game happened. The group decided to try and seek out Zachary Driscoll, who was the gambler mentioned in the journal that they found at the really gross claim where they were attacked by wolves. Claybrook Dellinger, who the journal belonged to, and is apparently the man who died in town in an explosive manner, had lost a map to a mysterious cave he had found in a game of cards to Zachary Driscoll at the Saddleburr. It's the journal right there.
Ooh.
So the group went to the Saddleburr, they visited it, they did a little digging, and they found out that Zachary Driscoll was not there currently, but that he always circles back around, and that he is related to Carlton Harris, the mining magnate, in some way. So that is what they discovered. Also, hey, Jordan, real quick, would you draw?
I'm too busy being
No, you
impressed
gotta
by
draw.
how good this.
It's not that great.
All right. There's a lot of writing in this.
There is.
Okay, make no mistake. It's not revenge he's after, it's a reckoning. Play when facing any kind of creature with immunity or invulnerability. One character may ignore those special abilities of the creature for the duration of the combat.
Wow.
That's a crazy good card.
Yeah, it
That's a
is.
good one.
It's also a quote from Tombstone. It ain't revenge he's after, it's a reckoning. I know that because I watched it last night.
Nice.
Anyways,
oh yeah, the Wildcards movie night.
That's right.
No one else was invited.
Yeah,
So-
funny.
it's been a couple
Funny how that
days. It's been a couple days since everything happened with Death's Deal. And we open as the sun comes up on the church at the top of the hill at the entrance to the town of Coldwater Creek. Where do we find everybody? I imagine Tortlaw's outside.
Outside, sleeping, sprawled on the ground, twitching, having a nightmare of some kind,
Oh,
but unable to wake up from it. I'm like, no.
good call.
No, not that.
That reminds me, everybody needs to draw fate chips, and you only get 2 because of your bad dreams.
Yo, this is dope.
You get 3. What'd you get, Talene?
A
White
red
and
and a
red?
white.
Nice.
White.
3 whites. You get 4.
I get 4
On
because I'm a
account of
lucky
your luck.
bastard.
You get 3.
Damn.
What'd you get?
Not
The
lucky
attractive
enough to
people
get any
get
blues.
2 whites, 2 reds.
2 whites, 2 reds.
I don't think you're putting blue in there.
I got a red and 2 whites.
Okay, and then I draw 1 for each of you. There's a lot of blues still left in here.
No blue. No blues for you.
I got no blues. I got
Always
3
not.
reds and a white.
I think you didn't put any in.
Yeah, the funny joke.
They're in there. Don't look at it. Guys, everybody raise your glass.
Okay.
Woo!
All right.
For a toast from Bandana Man.
Bandana.
To May birthdays, the best of birthdays. To
May birthdays,
the best of birthdays. Set them up, knock them down.
Have to agree with that.
They're all right. All right, so
I think I made a
Tortlaw.
good choice being born in May,
Yeah.
right?
Tortlaw's suffering from some bad dreams
Yeah.
and not waking up very easily. She's a heavy sleeper.
Yeah.
All right, where do we find James Bogue?
Well, after the fight with the mechanoid,
Death
Steel, James has had a little trouble sleeping of his own accord, and just this morning he's been awake most of the night a little bit. He's got a little bit of sleep, but he wakes up and he's got a little bit of a waver in his hand. That's the shell shock kind of coming back to him because he's run into things like this before. And he kind of just flexes his hand a little bit, and then tries it again and steadies a rock, puts on his hat, heads out downstairs.
All right. And where do we find the preacher and the huckster?
Gabe has been sort of trying to do a little bit of damage control this last week because with having to run up those hotel stairs and like save
The marvelous Miss Sally Trenton.
the marvelous Miss Sally Trenton and back up Tort and having the whole crazy scientist thing going on. The reputation isn't exactly what he likes as much right now, so he's been focusing on trying to what's that lady's name? The one who
Prudence Beecher.
Prudence Beecher. He has been kind of leaning into Prudence Beecher's connection to try and get gossip about the town and try and spread more good word about him and start to see if there are cracks showing in different things.
It's not hard to do. Your reputation is pretty solid in this town, despite all of the things that have gone on that have been a little bit untoward. The town view of you on the whole is still super positive, especially after that fiery sermon. Mm-hmm. Rosalind?
Well, I mean, Rosaline probably this week has wandered around, just still trying to get a feel for things, trying to get more information as well, just in a different way. Just kind of being out in general, interacting with people.
Where is she this morning? Though?
This morning she would probably be still getting ready for the day, prepared. What day is it?
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, yes.
It has now been a full week since you guys have arrived in Coldwater Creek.
She would be just getting gussied up for the day.
All right. Now there's a couple things that you guys have not had. That's a really good catch. James Bogue over here just caught a moth with his
Wow.
bare hands, Karate Kid style. Except he
It
didn't
was
have
just
chopsticks.
a warning, though. He let it go.
Yeah, he
Nope.
fired a
No.
warning
Let
shot
it-
at that moth.
Never mind.
Oh, no, it's dead.
It was a trick.
Whoops. It's live on screen death.
Hey,
Wacky, thank you for the follow.
That's
Thank you for the
cute.
follow. You guys have been trying to keep an eye on the Saddle Burr to see if Zachary Driscoll has come back yet. Has someone been stopping by day to
Probably.
day, just like to peek in and see, kind of? Okay.
Probably would.
And then there's still the matter of you talking with the Texas Ranger, who wanted a moment of your time before everything went down with Esther Wynn. So what is on the agenda for today? Are you guys going to try and stop by the Saddle Burr to see if Zachary Driscoll has yet returned? Did you want to try and talk to the Texas Ranger at any point?
Yes, I do want to talk. I do want to talk to Esther.
She did tell you she was staying in the hotel and that you could seek her out at her room
Okay.
if you wanted to converse. So yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to try to do Driscoll first, and then I can go to Wynn after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, we might as well check in.
Is the whole group heading to the Saddle Burr
Am
then?
I awake?
You are awake now. Enough
Okay.
time has passed that you are now awake.
All right. James, if you want to go talk to your girlfriend, I have some things I need to do in the woods
Not
by myself. So, I would be fine with that if you decided to go talk to your girlfriend and spend some time with your girlfriend and maybe get some flowers for your girlfriend.
I didn't know she was your girlfriend.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to have her not opposed to us, to put it simply.
That's true.
No, I think I can talk to her, but It was a long time ago, Tort, and I thank you to not mention it again.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a secret. I
Sounds like a
apologize.
story we need to hear, James.
And it just moves along.
We'll get it later, James. Don't worry.
We'll
So-
crack that nut one day.
Right, we will.
So are you heading off to talk to your girlfriend?
I'll go. Yeah,
To Texas Ranger Esther Wynn.
I'll go talk to my girlfriend, and
If he's
then I'm
going-
going to talk to Esther Wynn.
Okay.
If he's going to talk to Esther Wynn, his girlfriend, then I'm going to go into the woods for some private time.
For some daily shamanic ritual.
Yeah.
All right, 3 hours in the woods to appease the spirits and perform various rituals to make the due notice of deference to the nature spirits, so that they will continue to answer your calls for power.
And I tell them, I'm like, I have a stomach thing. Don't look for me for 3 hours. I'm going to go deep in the woods. Don't try to find me. Stomach thing.
Gross.
You don't want to be there.
We won't, Tart.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't know why she thinks she needs to share that information with us, but
I don't think we would even consider trying to follow out into the woods.
No,
I
I
don't
would-
want to know what goes on.
I'm with you.
So if it's all the same to everybody else, Texas Ranger's about to have a gentleman caller.
Oh.
Yes.
So you make your way down to the Crystal Creek Hotel, and you ask for the Ranger's room. And the woman at the front desk informs you that, she's had an open invitation for you, Mr. Boak, and that she is currently in her room. She's been expecting you to come at some point, so you could probably head on up.
All right, I'll go up, knock on the door.
James! Hello.
Esther?
Welcome. Here, come on in. Grab a sit. James, you don't have to take your hat off if you don't want to. You know, we don't stand on custom like that, you and I.
I know, Esther, but just forgive me this one indulgence. I don't often get to take my hat off in the presence of one that I have had a history with, such as you.
Well, we were brothers at arms. Or
Yes,
sisters and brothers.
something like that. Esther. What are you doing in Coldwater Creek?
I could ask you the same thing, James. What brings you to this this small mine and boom town? Not a small town for much longer.
Well, I have many of my own reasons, Esther. As you know, I am a traveling, hired gun of sorts, and I was bringing the preacher into town.
Yeah, why did you choose to associate with Edmund Fletcher, James Bowe?
Edmund Fletcher, I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is the name that he's going by now? What is it all the people in town are saying? Pryor. Gabriel Pryor. My mistake. Slip of the tongue.
Well, I don't know anything about that, Esther.
Sure you don't.
But he's been doing good in this town. He's raised morale. He's brought people together.
Has he?
Mm-hmm. I don't know what he's done in his past, but he's been a changed man, I would assume.
I'd urge you to take a closer look, James, when the opportunity presents itself. But I actually have a question for you. What was your assessment of the situation with the most strange corpse that you and your friends discovered?
Well, it's not something I've seen since the war, really. It's something that mutilated and disgusting, but quite honestly, I've never seen anything like it. According to Tort, who's probably one of the best trackers I've ever known, it seems something exploded of sorts.
It might seem that way, yes. And you know, the official line, of course, will be that there's a lot of strange things that happen in newly booming towns, especially those that discover ghost rock, so highly sought after as it is. Many people might be moved to make out-of-character decisions about their interpersonal relationships in such an atmosphere of greed. So perhaps what that woman thinks she saw in the street and the body that your group discovered, or what you assumed to be a body, was merely just an overwrought scenario concocted by this man's partner to get him out of the way and assume full ownership of the claim. Now, James, that will be the official assessment of the situation, but out of curiosity, what is your assessment of the situation?
Why are you curious, Esther? It seems you've already got a plan set in place here.
I'm just trying to see exactly what it is you perceive, James Bogue.
There's something going on in Coldwater, Esther, and I think it's over both of our heads. I don't know if even the vaunted Texas Rangers, of which you find yourself among the order now, are capable of handling whatever's going on here.
I think you might be surprised to learn all the things that rest below my head, James Bogue.
Well, that may be true. It's been a long time, Esther. But right now, I don't know. All I know is this town has issues. And whether it's from the Ghost Rock or from other outside dealings, this Holbrook gang, for instance.
Oh, yes. That is an interesting situation. James, I'm going to tell you two things. The first is to keep looking. Don't take anything in this town at face value. The second is that there are things and people at work in this community that you may not rightly comprehend. Holbrook, for example, in talking with Mr. Carrington, I actually learned that he went on a little bit of an expedition. I'm sure Mr. Carrington talked about it. He has talked about it at length, to outfit himself. What I did learn from Mr. Carrington was that he did that with the expectation that some trouble was coming to town. Now, what you might ask yourself, James, is how he would be aware of that. Just seems like something that might be worth thinking about.
Well, you know me, Esther. I'm a cautious man. I take my preparations with the utmost care.
So, once more, James, what does bring you to Coldwater Creek?
Word was there was someone out here that had dealings with the Baron.
She stops for a moment at the mention of that. Which Baron is that?
I think you know which Baron, Esther. There's only one.
James, that might not be a line of questioning you want to pursue. In fact, as your direct superior, on account of that star you're now wearing on your vest there, I might urge you to let it go, James.
And he just kind of, again, his hand just kind of balls into a fist again and just sort of rests sort of at his side a little bit. He just kind of keeps flexing it. You can sort of see that break in his demeanor. Esther, I don't think I can rightly ever get rid of that man's visage in my head, but...
Well, James, I go where I am instructed to go. I go where I'm needed, and I go where my superiors tell me that need arises. But I can tell you that should you continue to pursue this Baron, as you call him, that might put you and I in direct opposition one day down the line, and I'd so hate to see that happen.
Well, I'd hate to see it too, Esther.
Now, I might have to leave for a spell. I never know when it is I'm going to be called away, but I would urge you to think on what I said, James.
Oh, I'll think about it.
And take care of yourself.
You too?
Also, you might keep all of this unpleasantness close to the vest for now.
Always do.
Take care, James.
Have a good morning.
And she lets you know, without having to say it, that you are dismissed.
Right, right.
Because Chat had unlocked Know When to Hold 'Em, Esther Wynn was perhaps a little bit more loose-lipped than she might have otherwise been in that situation. So
Snaps.
thank you very much for that,
Thank
chat.
you.
And also, iDragon14 would like to give you a piece of cursed Spanish gold, Dom.
Thank you, iDragon.
James V has asked, where is Coldwater Creek? Coldwater Creek is in Colorado, and Colorado is not in the CSA or the Union. Colorado is a disputed territory, claimed by both the Union and the Confederacy, and they have not yet declared for one or the other. So both countries consider Colorado theirs. Colorado considers itself neither at this point. So both countries technically have jurisdiction and no jurisdiction.
How
in
close
Coldwater
is it
Creek.
to the Coyote?
No, it's in the
Oklahoma.
northern, the
Okay.
middle northern part
Yep.
of Colorado. So a decent
It's a good
bit away.
12-hour drive or so.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
12-hour
out
drive.
there if you're in a car, which it wouldn't be.
It's a 12-hour drive.
Boating? What about boating?
Boating.
So if you were to head back to the church at this time, I imagine just conveniently Tortlaw might be finished up with her morning rituals.
I feel so much better.
You get your morning constitutionals done, Tort?
Yeah, I'm good.
How's that stomach?
It's better. It's better. I need to stop eating breakfast soup, I think is the message that I keep getting here. And yet, it's too delicious and cheap.
It's so good. It's eggs and beans and bacon in a broth.
Ooh,
That sounds amazing.
That? And some days they have, they throw in some potatoes and old toast. Delicious.
Sometime. Maybe
Sundays.
oatmeal.
Sometimes old oatmeal.
So is the plan to seek out Driscoll at this point?
At least
Remind me who Driscoll was again?
Driscoll is from the journal. So this is the man who wrote the journal, Claybrook Dellinger.
Right.
Who, as far as you all know, is the man who may or may not have exploded. Mentioned that he had found a mysterious cave and had that was blocked up, and he had made a map to it so he could show his mining partner, and then had lost the map in a poker game to Zachary Driscoll at the Saddle
Got
Bar.
it.
Let's go check it out. I mean, it's...
We should stop by every now and then if we ever want to come upon him. That's the only way we're going to find him.
That is one of the ways that you could find him.
It is.
Let's
Do you
go find him.
have another idea?
No, I don't. But I wanted to sound mysterious. Let's go.
Well, you do that all the time, Tartla. You're very good at it.
Thank
Maybe
you.
we shouldn't all go in all at the same time anyway, if he is there.
Probably would be better. I can go in first if you want, just like before.
Doesn't hurt to have a pretty face to lead the vanguard.
Now, would the
Flatterer he
preacher
is.
go into this seedier bar? What is the persona that you're setting up in the town? I know that you are not averse to having a drink with your flock from time to time. Should it be an opportunity to kind of reach them in a way that you can't on Sunday from your pulpit? But what is the persona you're trying to set up?
I think that I feel like I could pull off going into the bar. I stand by the fact that Jesus Christ himself wandered with prostitutes and tax collectors and people who were of ill repute, and he turned them to the way of the Lord.
And his blood alcohol level was off the chart.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, real high. All right, makes sense to me. So is everybody heading to the Saddle Burr, but Rosaline's going in first?
Yeah.
Is that the...
We're taking horse, and dot horse.
No, I think we'll just walk down there.
Yeah, it's not that far, is it? It's like in town, right?
Yeah, it's in town.
But what if Driscoll tries to make a run for it and he has a horse?
Well, Tort, why don't you go out back? Thank you, Christian.
Thank you,
for the
Christian.
donation,
Good
Christian.
donation.
Thank you. Tort, why don't you go out back with horse, and just maybe lay in wait, just in case this man sees us coming.
Hopefully he doesn't know who we are yet, too. But
Right.
it's a good idea.
I will do so. Horse, horse. That's what I sing to horse when we're
And
riding
then it
together.
just comes galloping.
Yeah, it just comes trotting over.
But because
Kind
I
of
don't
Darkwing
have...
Duck. You know.
So horse comes out when I sing,
Let's get
but I don't have the
dangerous.
writing thing. So then horse comes to a dead stop, and I climb up on a tree stump and get on real awkwardly.
You don't have a better way
I
to get on the horse.
No, because I don't have the writing. I don't want to roll for anything.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
James, you should work with her, I think.
This works for
Maybe
me.
all of you should.
And
Probably right.
I have to ride bareback because old ways.
Yeah.
But I'm not good at it. So I double fist the mane and I lean over and I get a real scared look on my face.
So you have this horse, but you sort of hate riding it.
Yeah.
You're not very
Go
good
on,
at
horse,
it.
horse, horse.
Noted.
Go on, horse, horse, horse. And then if it moves too fast, I'm like, whoa, whoa.
Not that fast, not that fast.
Yeah.
Tyler, if you're watching at home, if you could let me know when different tiers are unlocked, I very easily lose track of the total amount of donations at this point. Guys, that's just for Tyler. If you're not Tyler, ignore what I'm saying right now.
I didn't hear anything.
Tyler, I think he's talking to you.
All right.
Tyler, put on some pants.
So the plan is that you're going to get
You don't have to,
behind
Tyler.
the saddle burr
Yep.
and be ready to cover it should there be...
I ride well enough to chase some guy if he's escaping. And I'm staying on my horse.
Yep.
And there's a back door.
Yep.
And I'm like hovered over it.
Okay. So you guys make it down to the saddle burr. So it's earlier in the day. It's probably about 10 o'clock. But there's always people here. As you guys have seen, just in the week that you've been here, there are constantly people coming into town. There are new buildings beginning to be constructed. This place is growing. It's really booming because of all the mining popping up, especially the promise of Ghost Rock. So there's a fair amount of miners in here. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, so they're not the ones that are working like the good claims, or they're the ones that were working the good claims, struck it rich, spent all night at the nice saloon, and are now finishing off their long evening, tying one off here at the saddle burr. It's always a little bit dirty, a little bit rowdy, and a little bit disparaging, disheartening here in the saddle burr.
Sci-Fi
T-Rex,
T-Rex.
thank you for the donation.
Thank you.
So Rosaline, you're going in first?
Is anyone gambling?
There's a couple people sitting at the tables, but when you walk in, the bartender, who by now is familiar with all of you guys from the amount of time that you've come in and inquired, and also was paid off by James Bogue to keep an eye out and let everyone know when Driscoll came back. He catches your eye when you come in and just jerks his head at a table in the back, and you do notice, kind of tucked back in the shadows, there seems to be a few more people sitting at this table than there normally are. And there seems to be quite a foppishly well-dressed, charming young man sitting there as well. And he seems to be smiling and having a great time, but everyone else at the table is not.
What are they doing? Are they playing a game?
They're playing poker.
Okay, I want to go over to that table.
Strider
Gaff.
Gaff.
Thank
Thank you for the follow. And also, Christian Limke thinks that Jordan needs a few pieces of Spanish gold.
Hooray!
That's
Nice.
4 pieces specifically
Oh,
is what he
nice.
thinks you need. So thank you for
Nice.
that, Christian.
Boom. Rolling in it now.
Uh-oh.
That's a don't. It's fine. What, guys? Come on. Seriously.
How
Loving
jaunty.
I didn't
Ascot
have
it
an
up a little
ascot,
bit,
so
Oh,
this
this
is
is
the
a
best I
fake
can
It'll
ascot.
do.
It's a bandana ascot. Oh, come on, don't go out on me just yet. I know you guys got more money than deep pockets. Why don't you put it up here on the table? You hear him say as you approach.
Do you have room for another?
And he looks up at you. Let's see, he hasn't been in town since you guys have been in town. Yeah, he looks up at you and says, well, young lady, I always got room at a table for the likes of you. Please do have a seat.
Wonderful.
Are you here to bring me some good luck?
Of course, that's all I ever bring.
Oh, well, thank you. I could use it. You know, the rest of these guys are going to clean me out eventually. I keep telling you guys, you will. No, you will. And we have unlocked Tier 3.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Thank you very much, chat. I will
Alright.
not say the name of this one.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna count 5 minutes or whatever.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go in after she goes in.
So you are sitting at the table, and he is smiling at you and winking quite a lot as he deals the cards, and they play a hand of poker.
Thank you.
Thank you for the donation.
Thank you.
Donation.
And everyone at the table seems like their spirit is broken, but they're still here. He has a gigantic stack of winnings in front of him, and they have just measly amounts of money in front of them. Okay. From Sci-Fi T-Rex Tortlaw, a handful of cursed Spanish gold.
What? Thank you, Sci-Fi T-Rex.
It's from Star Lizard,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and he's watching.
Oh, man.
He's keeping an eye on
You know what? He's probably really ashamed of how I got on that horse. I'm sorry.
He
Star
might be,
Lizard.
yeah. One time he was a horse. Oh, and Bandana Man has said that, Bogue, you look a bit lacking. You look like someone who's in need of a draw.
Whoa.
Whew. Okay. Here we go.
Thank you, Bandana Man.
Thank you, Bandana Man.
What you got?
Out of the frying pan. Quick, down this garbage chute. It's got the weirdest drawing on it.
What's that a reference?
Don't focus
to?
on that. Talk about things.
Play to avoid death, capture, or some other bad situation for your hero or any ally.
Wow.
The situation
Ooh.
leads to some new trouble, however, as
Oh.
determined by the GM.
Ow.
Nice.
Out of the frying pan into the garbage chute,
Oh!
as that
Wow.
famous expression goes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bandana Man.
And yeah, he wins this hand as well. And a couple of guys get busted out and just stand up angrily, and a few of them will shout curses at him as they leave the table. He says, I know, gentlemen, it never hurts. Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt me because I win, but I understand that it hurts to lose. And
an amateur.
I feel for you.
It seems like you didn't need my luck at all if you've got all that in front of you.
Oh, looks can be deceiving, and really, I feel like I'm in need of all the luck I can get. So, I mean, you're free to stay here as long as you want, little missy.
I don't have anywhere to go. In fact, I didn't get your name yet.
My name? Oh, well, how rude of me. I didn't introduce myself, and I didn't even ask for your name. And what is your name?
Well, my name is Rosaline.
Oh, well, and he takes your hand. A pleasure to meet you. And he goes down and kisses your hand, very gentlemanly, while never breaking eye contact with you. And that would mean my name is Mr. Zachary Driscoll,
Oh.
confirmed bachelor.
Oh, how wonderful. Well, it looks like you're really good at this game here. You might have to teach me a thing or two. I don't know much about it.
I do all right. Do you play?
I've played a little bit, but I've never really won anything before.
Well, I mean, I would hate to do a fine lady such as yourself the disservice of taking all of your money on this lovely morning.
Well, I didn't think you would do such a thing either, but you could at least teach me, right?
I could teach you, but my instruction does cost.
What does it cost?
Your ante.
Oh, how much would that be?
Well, it depends on the stakes.
Well, what stakes do you like to play for?
High, in general.
Why not? Let's try it.
Try one.
Why not?
All right, sure.
How else will I learn?
Out of curiosity, how much are you bringing to the table? Now, is this something that you want to freely divulge?
I don't know that it is. I'm also, what I really want to do is see if I can notice, I mean, I guess I can't at this point, but I want to see if I can notice
It's not this busy, but...
him cheating.
Right.
You want to see if you can notice him cheating?
Yeah, I
Is that
want
what you were
to-
doing while you were watching?
Yeah, well, if he has all that in front of him, then yes, I would be looking for that.
Make a notice roll. A retroactive notice roll.
5.
Nope.
No?
Nope. He's just really good at cards.
All right, well. Okay.
I think he's an amateur. If he had let them win a little more, they'd still be at the table. He could still be winning.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have time to mess around with that. Is anyone else coming into the Saddleburn?
I think that when I see, especially like looking through the window and seeing that Rose is kind of going to like play cards, I'm kind of like, all right, this is her element. I'll stay back and let her do her thing here.
Okay. Are you still hanging out back with
Yes.
horse?
Are you coming in?
I think I might stay.
Out?
Actually, you know what? I'll go in and just like saddle up to the bar and.
But that's all I'm doing. I mean,
Yeah.
we can come in.
Yeah,
together.
exactly. Just kind of like a, general like. I noticed I didn't see you in church. I hope I haven't, hope I haven't driven you away from the Lord coming into town. I know I'm new. Just general like small talk and.
Sure. Paying full price for cheap whiskey.
Exactly.
Sure. Cool. All right. So you guys are up at the bar, but close
And-
enough that you can keep an eye on what's happening at the table.
Although paying full price, but also like maybe, like finagling the money down a little bit.
Okay.
Like with the.
Ooh. I don't know. This bartender might be real hard to do that with. You can give it a shot if you want. You want to
I
try?
might give it a try.
All right. Make a
What would that be?
persuasion roll.
Oh, persuasion.
You're just trying to get one maybe at the preacher rate, right?
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well.
There you go.
So that's an 8, and I get a +4 on non-combat persuasion rolls.
It's a good thing that
So
you got
that's-
that.
12.
Yeah, all right. 25 cents.
What's this is the same bartender, yeah?
This is the same bartender, yeah.
What's his name?
His name? Why, James Bogue. His name
His name's James Bogue?
is
What's the chances?
My name's James Bogue.
That's crazy.
Fender Cosner.
Nope.
Yep. That's it.
Fender Cosner?
Fender Cosner.
Can I grab a funnel?
Yeah.
I think you better.
Grazie.
I know, yeah, man. Everyone loves this public domain hit. So, meanwhile, back at the card table then. And you're going to stay out back?
Yep.
Yep, okay. All right, well, what do you say we play for
Would that work?
$10?
$10? All right, but if I lose, I'm going to be
Smoke
real
signal from your head.
sad.
Oh, don't worry too much about it. You know, losing's just part of the game.
Well, I might just need someone to comfort me if I lose, that's all I'm saying.
Well, as I said, my services are available.
Like the sound of that.
So we're gonna do some gambling, you guys. We're gonna do the gambling mechanic. Now there is a gambling skill, and we could just roll for that, but Deadlands gives us a specific way to do some gambling, and it works very similarly to a pistol duel.
Uh-oh.
So
I'm a duelist, so if you need help.
one last point before, because most of everyone else has wandered away. He's busted most of this table. Anybody else like to sit down for a friendly game of poker? I'll just be instructing this fine young lady on the finer points of the game. But if anyone else wants to take advantage of my lowered guard, you could grab a seat. And he looks around, and everybody just looks at him angrily, and just those who were just playing the game with him stalk out into the street.
Looks like you're making friends here.
Well, you know, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. So
I see
it looks
that.
like it's just the two of us.
I'm all right with that.
All right. Well, why don't we begin then?
All
So you
right.
put up your claim of $10. Mm-hmm. All right. So both of us are going to be dealt 2 cards.
Okay.
And this is just like, you can look at those. Those are yours. So that's what you're starting with.
Okay.
Don't show me. I'm playing against you. I'm Zachary Driscoll.
But you guys can see if you want.
Then instead of making an intimidation or a taunt roll, you're going to make a gambling roll.
Okay.
Now, Rosaline, what is your gambling skill?
4.
It's a 4. Would you like to cheat?
What happens when I cheat?
When you cheat, you add a +2 to your roll. But if you roll a 1 on your gambling die, regardless of what happens on your wild die, you are discovered for being a cheater. And trouble ensues.
I wanna
Violence
cheat.
soften.
I want to try to cheat.
You want to cheat? Okay, make your gambling roll.
I like it.
There's a 6. 10.
10.
Plus 2, so 12. Right?
Yeah, for the cheating. All right, he makes his gambling roll. All right. So you get an extra card for every success and raise. So that was a success and 2 raises on your roll for cheating. So you get 3 extra cards.
I like it.
These are just the cards you're starting off with.
Okay.
He got a success, so he gets 1 extra card.
I don't know if you guys want to see it.
And now we're playing poker.
Okay.
So we're going to do Texas Hold'em. So I'm
Okay.
going to flip over the 3,
Uh-huh.
and then the 2, and then the 1.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, the 3,
But
and
I'm
then the 1
just
and then the 1.
I can pick from these cards. 2 cards from this hand.
2
right?
cards from that. Yeah,
Okay.
you're trying to make the best hand of 5 using your cards and the cards on the table. So, Tortlaw, could you deal those into the dice tray for me? So the first 3. So I'm sorry, it's a
It's a king of hearts, a 9
of spades, and a 2 of spades. Okay. All right, and Driscoll just winks at you very, very chivalrously.
Is there a way to chivalrously wink?
No, but he thinks he's doing it. And you can flip over to the next one, please.
This is the river.
Jack of hearts,
Okay. And the final card.
8 of hearts.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Well,
So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. I'm doing some mental calculations. Here we go.
Recalculating.
Recalculating, reticulating splines.
So I'm seeing what hand I can make with these and this, right?
Yeah.
Just okay. It's been a while since I actually played this.
All right, little miss. You ready?
I feel quite ready, yeah.
Well, then let's call.
All right. You go first.
Oh, me. Oh, all I have is just this straight.
Oh. Oh. Ouch.
And
I'm trying to remember.
What are you
the
showing?
Order of things. Can I see the book?
Yeah, let's look up that.
are you trying to? Well, here, just show
Yeah, I
your
can't
cards.
remember. Well, no, I'm not supposed to show them to you.
Yeah, it's a call.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
putting your cards
No,
down on the table.
not. I know, but I have others I can pick
Oh, I
from.
see. Okay.
I can do other
Megan is referring to the
things.
poker hands because while Rosaline is very well versed in the game of poker, still learning. So here's the unfortunate part of this. He's going to take as much money from you. Let's say he wins. He's going to take as much money from you equal to your stake times the number of power points higher his hand is worth versus yours.
Oh my God.
Now that represents raising and calling and all of that happening during the
I'm
game.
sorry. Say that again.
Don't worry,
Say
it's
it
not important till the hand is
again.
shown.
Okay. I want to cheat with my cheating card here.
Oh, you're gonna cheat with your cheating card.
Nice. What's
yes,
it do?
I am.
She
It
gets
allows
to
me to
search the deck for any card.
for any card. So I want.
Jokers are wild. Just
I
so you
can't.
know.
I can't pick a joker.
Oh, right, that's right. You can't
Right.
with
This
cheating.
is gonna be better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, dealer. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure, but three of a kind's better, right?
It is not, unfortunately.
Is it not?
But
Oh well.
that's
So close.
Wait, you get
I
three
get
in your hand, or do you go
extra
no. She can only pick
cards.
two.
So I can't. Right. Well, I thought of it wrong. I used it wrong, but it's okay.
That's okay. It's okay.
I thought I was so close.
Well, I can see that you definitely do need a little bit more instruction. You came to the right place.
Well,
And your hand was only 1 power point less than his, so you only lose $10.
well, all right.
So,
But take 2 wounds.
Oh, yeah.
pride wounds. So, Torloff, you wouldn't mind to reshuffle that for us?
Okay.
Well, we'll just call that $10. Can you hand her those cards there?
Oh, yes.
$10 for your instruction. So, you learned a lesson here about getting in over your head. And,
How did I get in over my head? I didn't necessarily expect to beat you. You're so good.
I am at that. That is true. Undeniably true. Ain't that right, fellas? Yeah.
Grr.
Fuck you. Yeah, they love me.
So what else do you do here? Do you just come and gamble and you're so good at it you take everybody's money all the time?
Well, yeah, I mean, this is what I do with most of my time. It's what I'm good at. Of course, you know, I am in Carlton Harris's employ as well. I'm kind of his right-hand man, as it were.
Really?
Yeah. So I look after his interests in and around the town.
You must be quite a smart man if you're able to do that.
Well, I mean, smart enough, I guess.
Apparently, I mean, isn't it normally the right-hand man that really runs the business?
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that. Mr. Harris is quite the businessman and, you know, not someone I would want to get on the wrong side of.
Well,
but-
I'm just saying you shouldn't sell yourself short.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, I am quite an accomplished poker player, so I'll always have that.
You are, you beat me.
Well, listen, now that you've had a chance to learn how the game works, let's say we go again.
Well,
Because I have the impression that you might be holding back on me just a little bit, both financially and ability-wise.
well, I'd be willing to go again. I guess I could lose a little bit more, but I don't want to lose too much. I don't expect to beat you.
Oh, well, what if I promise to go easy on you?
Well, if you're going to be kind like that, then why not?
All right. Well, first of all, Firewolf gives everyone a piece of cursed Spanish gold. So one for you, one for you, one for you, and one for you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Firewolf.
Firewolf.
Switch
You
that
switching
out
them?
for the different.
Oh, did you want to
I do.
Thank you.
switch one out?
Give me
Okay, what?
regular.
Wait, those still work? Your money's still good here, guys.
Your money's no good.
And the Bard 1971 gives Tulane a piece of cursed Spanish gold.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Bard. Why don't we make it a little more interesting? Why don't we say $75?
I'm not going to go that high. You're going to beat me. Why would I do that?
All right, fine. Well, what would you prefer as stakes?
Well, at least be friendly and try 10 again.
Hardly worth my time, but I guess I could do one more friendly
Sorry,
hand.
if it's not worth your time, then I can go ahead and find someone else to sit by.
No, I'll do one more hand. I guess you are looking for one more lesson.
Well, that's what I was talking to you about. You're not a very good teacher if you're just going to beat me over here.
Also, there was a message connected to the one from Firewolf for Tortlaw. Wolf that leaps through fire is also watching.
Oh, dang it.
So
Did
be
you see
good.
the
All
horse
of your
thing?
mentors
I'm
are
very
are
ashamed of
watching.
Be
that.
good.
Megan, be
Oh,
careful. You're
be good?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
trying
Yeah.
to watch it. Hopefully.
Fine. All right. Well, let me instruct then. Let's deal them up.
Jumpsuit fire. It's really mean.
Can you deal 2 cards to each of us? And the chat are requesting that you put your cards in the dice
Okay.
tray so they can see them as well.
Nice.
I will.
Is it like a good cop, bad cop thing with your mentors?
Yeah, like Star Lizard's the nice one that you go to when you want comfort, and and Wolf the Jumpsuit Fire is like the hard ass
Yeah.
that really demands that you raise your level.
The one who you like hate when you're like young, and after a while you're like,
No, thank you for
they
being
made
so
me
mean to
earn
me.
it.
Looking back, I needed that.
Yeah.
Make your gambling roll. And are you cheating again?
Yeah, I'll cheat again.
Okay.
Cheat.
Ooh, whoa!
Oh, aced on both
yeah.
of them. 6 and a 4.
So 12 again.
12 again. All right. He's gonna make his gambling roll. He got an 8.
Good for him.
Yeah. I mean, who cares? Why? You know?
I know.
So you get 3 more cards, and he gets 2.
Thank you.
All right, and show those in the dice tray as well, please.
Wow.
Now you don't have to leave them all in there
Just put them in order.
Okay.
because
hell of it.
we are gonna need
Right.
Okay. Okay.
the flop.
Yeah.
All right.
Hit us with it. Those
What?
first 3.
I can't use it.
And the next one. And one more. Yeah, huh?
Show's turned into Celebrity Poker Showdown.
It has.
Man.
Where's Dave Foley?
So
You can only use 2 from your hand.
she can only use
Yeah.
2 from
That's
her hand.
frustrating.
I know,
It
right?
is. It's very frustrating. Yeah, but you're gonna have to pick your best 2.
And I'm using 3 from this, right?
You can use.
You can, yeah.
Right? I'm
Any
using
three-
three.
any three
So
from-
maybe
Any
yeah,
any
five
3 from
card
there. You're
Plus
making
two
the
of
best
yours.
5-card hand. Take your time. You know, it is important to make sure you're considering all the ins and outs and trying to read your opponent.
You're right, and you're so good, you've got me nervous.
While she's thinking of that, I'm just going to be looking over at Zachary and trying to
You
take
can't flip any out anymore. can you?
stock.
That was just
Like,
a one-time
does he
card.
carry a sidearm? Things
Yeah.
things
You could
like
get
that.
a-
Do I see like any sort of?
He does appear to carry a gun.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got one holstered at his side.
Does it look like it's just like he's got a gun because he's got a gun?
It
or does
looks
look
expensive.
Like, okay.
It's got a really nice handle.
Like
It's got a
Tort-
nice grip.
Really?
Yes, pearl
Tortlaw
inlaid.
has a short attention span.
Yeah,
and
I was
has
just going to
gotten
ask,
bored.
figured-
what is Tortlaw doing
Yes.
out back?
Well, for a while,
much all you
Tortlaw was like
got.
laying down
close
on the
to
back
a
of the horse,
flash, but
and then made up a few
not
songs for the
quite.
horse,
I mean, you've got,
and
like,
then had a
straight
conversation with
bicycle
horse,
in your
horse.
hand, but, like, what are you gonna do
And
with
now
that?
Tortlaw is like, maybe I should see what's in this door.
Damn it,
Like,
if you had
if it's a
3.
kitchen, do they have something better than breakfast soup?
Okay.
So I'm gonna
I'd fold.
You look through
open the door and see what's there.
Okay. So you peek in and you're right by the table that this game is being played at. You're in
I
the
go,
you're literally in the
And I
back
shut
way.
the door again. Like,
What? What's that?
Oh,
All right.
I
Anyways,
think it was someone from the back.
so are we gonna play, or are we just gonna continue to stare lovingly into each other's eyes?
Oh, well, I kind of like that.
I'm enjoying it as well, but you know.
But I also want to learn to play. Maybe I could beat you one of these days.
So seeing as how I was all gentlemanly and showed my cards first last time, maybe this time you do me the honor.
Well, I can also fold, can't I?
You can. You do lose your stake, but it's only 10.
You're right. Maybe I should do that this time. I think you beat me again.
I mean, if that's the wisest course, then you know, you've got to
Well,
play
I
the
mean-
cards as they lay.
At this point, it's not like you have to up the stakes. To,
That's
oh,
true.
you do. Because if he wins by a higher thing.
you've upped the stakes.
Oh. We should be playing Pharaoh.
No, right?
Very
But
appropriate.
I don't know how to play that. And
I looked
poker
up the
was still
rules,
coming
like, a
into its
couple
own at this point,
nights
so it's
ago.
cool.
I
It's cool.
don't know how to play Texas Hold'em.
You're
but
folding?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll take this $10 happily. Thank you very much. I'm gonna hand these back to you.
Well,
Now, you seem discouraged. You seem discouraged.
well, I got to say you're not a very good teacher. I don't feel like I'm getting any better.
Oh, so are you thinking of leaving this table?
Well, I don't know.
Well, no,
what
don't-
else can you give me?
Don't take that ray of sunshine away just yet. Listen. What if I make things a bit more interesting?
Oh, how would you do that?
Well, I've recently come into possession of something a bit, unusual. A treasure map. Now, don't make a big stink about it. I don't want everyone in here to know that I've got a genuine, bona fide treasure map on my person as we speak.
A treasure map
But-
with the X and everything.
Well, no, it doesn't have an X, but it's...
Well, less interesting, but still.
Well, I assure you, it's plenty interesting. Now, I might be willing to put that up as my ante, but I'm going to need an ante that, matches its worth.
Well, I have this watch that is worth what I'm told at least
From the
50
from the alley, go, that's my watch!
at least $50. Would that be? It might be more. I'm not even sure. It's quite old.
Now, forgive me for, just my real quick casual appraisal, but that watch does not look like something that is worth $50 to me. And besides, a treasure map, an actual bona fide, genuine treasure map, is worth a touch more than just $50. I think I wouldn't be able to put that up for stakes less than 100.
Can I casually kind of walk over to the table and be like, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you aren't gambling away everything you've earned. Save some of it for church.
Oh, of course.
And then
Preacher?
I want to kind of casually slip her $200 that I recently got from the...
Okay. All right. Yeah. Make a stealth roll.
I have stealth.
And while you're doing that, I have a request from Tyler. Henry, it's almost time for bed. So
Henry.
get ready for bed, Henry,
Henry.
Come on, Henry.
Henry.
All right.
and roll your wild die as well.
Oh, right. I get a wild die. Things
Woohoo!
are crazy. Okay, that's cocked. Can I roll it again?
Yeah, you can re-roll. That was cocked. It's cocked as shit.
5.
I hope Henry's not listening. I'm cursing.
Do you know how much Tyler curses in front of Henry?
I
I
don't.
should really re-roll it. 'cause-
Yeah, he doesn't notice.
All right.
Nice.
Never mind.
So you slip her $200.
Sorry.
Oh, you're the new preacher, ain't you? Yeah, I will. Something tells me I will be coming to church on Sunday just flush with cash.
Well, I hope that there's. I hope that we can better the church with your winnings here. I hear that people are no longer starting to look as kindly on those who have gathered all the wealth in this town. So it would behoove you to give generously.
Jealousy is a terrible sin, preacher. I agree.
Well, there's many types of sins, aren't there?
Yeah, that's true enough.
Well, you two enjoy your friendly game of cards.
Something tells me we will.
Thank you, preacher.
So, excuse me. Pardon me for the interruption. Where were we? I believe we were talking about the stakes of $100 against my map.
All right. What if I put in the watch? And
That's my watch!
what if I put in another 100 on top of it?
So why do you need the watch? That's my watch!
So you wanted me to put in... I'll put in the $10 the watch is worth. If it'll...
Well, it's worth a bit more than that.
not
but-
at my assessment.
Sentimental value to me. It belongs to me.
I bet you could find someone outside that would be really interested in this watch.
I don't know what gives you that impression.
Is that not enough for you?
It is.
Should I leave?
If you're putting in $100 and the watch, are you asking for me to match that as well?
Well, what else do you got?
$10 extra.
What
A treasure map and
what about
$10.
information?
Information. I play for cash, love.
Oh, but you don't want to play for secrets?
I don't feel like there's any greater secret than a genuine, bona fide map to treasure.
You're right, I do want that. So let's just play what we have.
I'll tell you what, if you win the map, I'll give you a little information about that.
All right, I'll take it.
Good. All right. Let's deal them up.
Give me
All right, now I'm not going to look at those in the interest of fairness.
Thank you.
All right, make your roll.
I will cheat.
Jordan pulls up Twitch on the Kindle.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
12, 13, 14, 15.
15.
But you got caught.
Did you roll a 1 on your
Oh,
regular die?
I did.
Well, now that means you're probably going to want to re-roll that.
That's upsetting.
I
Because that was a real
First
good...
piece of Spanish gold, I'll take that.
Oh!
Bandana man, thank
Bandana
you.
man.
Thank you, Bandana.
Thank you,
That's
Bandana.
Great wild
Bandana
die.
I
man.
know.
Oh, and there you go.
I would continue to reroll.
Yeah.
Oh, again? Okay, I'll take that.
We have plenty of rerolls.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
those.
is getting them, but
Where-
Okay, there. That.
yeah. Okay.
Was that 7,
Seven.
8, 9?
Okay. All right, he's going to roll his. Cover your cards, please. He got a 6. So you get 2 cards, he gets 1.
Okay.
Could be.
All right, and then show those to our lovely chat at home, and I'll try and ignore them. All right, cool. Everybody sees them. They got a shot at it. Okay, cool. Now take those up, and let's see what cards we got. 10 of diamonds, 4 of diamonds, Ace of hearts. All right,
Ooh.
1 more. King of clubs, and finally,
Uh-oh.
Jack of clubs.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, my God.
This is okay, though.
But I. Right. Right! Ugh. So used to. I'm used to video poker.
It's easier to just shoot them.
That is.
It is.
Damn it.
Why don't you put yours down?
Shall I? No. I think I want you to.
I asked first. You aren't going to give the lady what she wants.
All right, fair enough. I'm just holding this straight.
Oh,
Son of a...
my God.
I think Jordan is cheating. That's what
How could I possibly be? Talene is dealing the cards.
I am. I don't know how you got another Joker.
He's got them all hidden behind the...
They're up my sleeves.
Just count the number of Jokers in this deck. One.
It is the custom of the game to then reveal your cards to your opponent.
Yes, I know that it
Oh.
is.
There's only 2 Jokers. Interesting that you keep getting them.
It is interesting. Real interesting. To me.
He's literally getting jokers, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
playing Joker's Wild.
you got another joker.
I did. It's funny how that happens.
It's quite funny. It's quite interesting.
Well, when you're lucky, you're lucky.
This is very
I
irritating.
mean, I don't think you can do anything better than
Can't.
I can't.
just...
Nope.
Nope.
Pardon me while I adjust my ascot
Uh-huh.
in anticipation of my winning.
This is a bandana!
Shut up, Craig.
I feel like...
I think you just gotta put it down.
I think I do.
It's
Well, it looks like you.
You have too many
7 high
cards.
pair.
It looks like you beat me again.
Oh,
You haven't taught me a single thing except how to lose.
gracefully.
I
hopefully.
am starting to think about opening this door, grabbing Zachary, dragging him into the alley, and beating him up.
Okay, well, first let's find out how much
No, no.
money he just won.
Oh,
So
jeez.
that was a straight against a pair, right?
Yes.
So you now owe him.
I want to start spreading, just like kind of talking to people in the bar and just being like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. People who are hoarding the money in this town while they are creating all the evils and the problems of this town. Men like that sit there and they don't have God on their side, but they prosper now and they are ruined in the after. I'm trying to like just basically turn people against him in general.
I don't think that's a problem. People in here don't like him.
Yeah. But I might.
He's
Make
trying to rile him up.
a persuasion roll.
Fight.
Nice.
That's a
11, right?
yeah, because I get +4, so that's an 11.
That's very nice.
Do you see any people in here who you saw at church on Sunday? And
Well,
if you
that's a
spend
good
fate
question.
chip, I will tell you 100% you see some people in here that you saw at church on Sunday.
Well, look at what I got here.
Oh yeah, there's actually quite a few people in here who were at church on Sunday, and they perk up a bit at your words, and they seem to be really taking in what you're saying.
Now all of you work hard, and you are fleeced for that which you have rightfully toiled in the soil, and these mines to create, and those who gather money to themselves, why they just bring death and they bring hatred upon this society.
That is right. That's true. We can't just let that happen. Just like the preacher said, it's what God wants. And they just start casting about. And it doesn't take long for their eyes to land on Mr. Zachary Driscoll. Hey, Driscoll! And he looks over from his game. He's just about to collect his $440 from you. And says, yes, what is it? And he turns around to find a group of 5 really rough-looking miners behind him saying, listen, Coldwater Creek's changing, all right? And we don't take kindly to people trying to hoard all the town's wealth for themselves and trying to get it dishonestly like you do. Everybody knows you cheat, Driscoll. And he says, well, now, those are very strong words and a very strong accusation. You better have proof to back that up. We don't need proof, Zachary. In fact, you're not welcome here anymore. Why don't you go back to your big house with Carlton Harris? And he kind of reads the room and, all right, I can see when it is that I'm not wanted. I'll just take my winnings and, no! Leave them. Leave them on the table and leave right now. And he eyes everyone down and he looks at you.
I don't want to get into this.
And he shoots a glance over your way, preacher.
And I say, all you can take with you is that which you leave behind.
And he opens his coat to reveal his gun at his side.
I go to my gun.
Now,
He sees
son,
it.
we are just having a. I say. Now, son, we are just having a friendly conversation here. Now, let's not take anything in a direction it doesn't need to go.
Ain't nothing friendly about this, preacher.
All right now. This 10 says you all got to keep quiet. Now let's let this man go. Leave your winnings on the table. You boys go back to drinking.
That's the word from the law now, is it?
Yeah.
Well, fine. Far be it from me to go against the will of the people of the town and of their legal representative. I'll just head back to Mr. Harris's house, and he and I will have a long conversation about this. Thank you all for your generosity and your time. Pleasure meeting you, miss. I'll be seeing you all later.
I think you should go out the back. Yeah. Yeah.
And he stalks out the back door. Could you hand me my backpack real quick? I left it way over there.
Ooh, that was loud.
Chad had unlocked know when to fold them.
Uh-huh.
And Zachary Driscoll is a good gambler. He ordinarily does know when to fold them. But he stayed in that game much longer than he might ordinarily have.
Well,
But he kept winning.
He kept winning.
He did keep
so
winning.
it
Really
seems like that worked out really well for him.
Real low-stakes stuff. And then at the end of it, he didn't end up winning. So his curiosity was piqued. And maybe his manhood. Gross. So all the winnings are on the table. You don't lose any of your money. In fact, you make the $100, the $110 that he had put up as stake. Or I'm sorry, not the 110. Just a map and $10.
All right, so he's gone out the back.
He's left. And Bandana Man would like to give a pack of re-rolls, cursed Spanish gold, to the table.
all
Ooh,
right.
thank you,
A
Bandana
fistful for the
Man.
table and a fistful for Megan.
Nice.
Thank you, Bandana Man.
We need to get our own little chest for.
You guys, yeah, really need to start
We
bringing
all have one of
chests.
these.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
we'll dump all the dice out of the chest.
Great.
Well, I will
And I can take
probably.
those cards back now.
I will probably take these things and leave. Oh, sorry, I can't. There are cards all over the place. I can't keep track of.
As he goes out, I'll just announce again to the bards: Coldwater Creek does not tolerate cheaters.
So I'm gonna like look real casual, and he's gonna walk past me, and when he goes down the street, I'm gonna blow dart him in the neck with a psychedelic dart.
Okay. Make a shooting roll.
Shooting is fun. Who doesn't want to get shot with a psychedelic dart?
That's all you need.
That's it.
So you hit him in the neck with a dart, and as he's walking away, he goes,
And I look real innocent up like at the sky.
God damn it. So he's gonna make a vigor roll here.
Ooh, good vigor roll.
Okay. So he makes his vigor roll. So his pupils do not dilate, and he does not start to experience otherworldly things, but he does seem a bit woozy and kind of walks unsteadily down the rest of the street, almost like he's had one too many to drink.
You know what? I need to go back to my good friend, Wolf that jumps through the fire, because he's the one who hooked me up with these psychedelics, and they are weak.
Or maybe this guy just drinks a lot.
No, whatever.
Meanwhile, back in the bar, the rough group of miners that you talked to, they grab his winnings off of the table, the winnings he had left there, and say, hey, preacher, we appreciate everything you're doing for town. Here, this is for the church.
Well, I humbly accept.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you, because you have all worked hard for this money, and it shows great wisdom in you to know that it is through the grace of God.
Like you said, wealth should
And it
not be
comes to-
hoarded. And they hand it over to you. About $200 all told.
Wunderbar.
Yeah, all right. You guys done got yourselves in the mail.
Yeah, I want to I'm just gonna head out the front.
Okay.
I'll go up back to collect the tort.
Okay. She's sitting out there with horse, looking bored in the sun.
Super bored.
So, what did you get yourself up to back here, Tort?
Well, Horse and I talked a real long time about his past. It's very sad. That's it. What'd you do? Did you get the map?
I think we have a map.
It
yes.
took too long. Let's go.
You'd like the story as we go. She gambled for it. All right, let's go.
All right. Where are we going?
Well, my goal would be to basically meet somewhere outside of the bar. Just
Okay.
a ways away, so we're not necessarily all seen together
All right.
immediately after.
So yeah,
that.
you guys can walk outside and just kind of mosey on over to like a little back corner of the. No, it's just my normal hat.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
just normal
yeah.
hat. Nothing on my
I-
button,
I
my
got-
shirt. Everything's fine.
I got confused amongst the hats.
It's like,
for
did a
moment.
character happen?
No, this is my default hat. And you make your way over to kind of just like a back little used part of the area over here. It's a smaller, less traveled area, so it's not hard to find a shadowy corner to meet up in.
Well, that was quite frustrating, and I did very poorly, but I still ended up with the map. So,
I
Wait,
think
at
you
least
did
have
just
that.
fine.
well, thank you, darling.
We had one goal, and we succeeded at getting it.
Very true.
No.
And I didn't lose any money, so there's that.
I think it's a win-win
Right?
situation.
It looked
right.
like we gained some.
Oh.
Now,
Over
Claybook
the
Dellinger,
ridge by the bend,
by his own admission, is not an amazing artist.
off to the right before the scraggly tree, down a ways into the gulch under
All right.
an overhang on the left.
I'd say time to gather up anything you have that kills exploding monsters, because we're going hunting.
These look like the scrawlings of a child to me.
Well, and when we were up at that mining house, I don't know, I found someone who was in a very bad way, who seemed like maybe they were turning into whatever creature it is that you say is an exploding creature, so we might be wary of wherever we go.
Well, I wonder how much of all that is superstition. I mean, I saw the body myself.
Wait, you
but-
saying you met somebody who's gonna explode?
I didn't meet him. I felt what he felt.
Oh. All right, let's go find this place where the exploding monsters are.
I don't know. I don't know if there are monsters or not, but
There are. Let's go.
weird is happening. So
As we gather, I just want to let everyone know, just in my usual taciturn manner, the ranger knows a little bit more than we'd like. And preacher, I think it's best if you lay low for the most part.
What did she say?
Honest man doesn't need to lay low.
Well, I put in a good word for you, but I don't know how long you got.
Well, I think if the preacher wishes to try and cause trouble for our operation, then she's going to have to deal
The
with...
preacher is you.
Did I say the preacher?
You did.
I'm sorry. Even
I know what you mean.
Even
Freudian
silver tongues get tired sometimes. Well, I think she will be taking on the whole town if she tries to take on us.
Well,
And even a Texas Ranger can only wield so much power.
this one, not to be trifled with. Last thing we need is a group of rangers to come in here to rescue her. So, just let's keep our noses above water, shall we?
That's what
Well,
I
that
tend
doesn't
to do.
sound any fun, but if that's what everyone wants to do, well, you have my full support.
Well, we'll definitely keep an eye on her. It seems like you've got something going, which I'm still wanting to hear that story at some point. But at least we've got you, right? You'll be our first defense against her.
Yeah?
That's why James is good to have around, right?
Yep.
Couldn't do without him.
I generally prefer his shooting to his romancing, but let's go to where the map takes us.
The man's a full package.
Mike?
Ruggedly handsome.
Rugged.
Nope.
Are you ruggedly
Rugged.
rugged? Are you
Ruggedly
guys
rugged.
heading back? So correct me if I'm wrong. Probably the best starting point for this map would be the claimed cabin that you guys have already visited that belonged to
Right.
Claybrook Dellinger.
Yes.
Which we went to in a wagon before, so somebody's gonna have to get Dot Horse.
Yeah.
And horse only has space for me on it, so
There's only room for you on the horse. I'm pretty sure I saw you out riding just a few days ago.
How much is it to
It's definitely canon.
like rent a horse?
To rent a horse?
Like, from the stables, like you could
Like
get
like a pony where they rent it and you just kind of walk around in a circle with it. You could
we
rent a horse for a mere $10 a day.
Wow.
How much is it to buy a horse?
150.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you gotta
fine.
steal them like we
I've got
do.
I will let one of you
$450
ride on
so-
horse with me. Let's just go.
You have the 200 I gave you still.
I do? Okay.
We got it back.
So
Yes.
horse does in
you
fact have room for another person?
It turns out horse does if I sit up. I was gonna ride laying down.
Oh, okay.
But now that I've thought about it, horse has space for a second person. We gotta get Dot Horse and let's get going.
All right.
Well, I want to change as well so I can have Mary and Scarlett with me.
Okay, so you guys head back to the church to collect horses things.
Yeah.
I also want to stash all the money somewhere.
Sure, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, like under some floorboards.
Okay.
Like-
yeah. There's always a loose floorboard, so you got
Yeah.
that. It's back in the bedroom.
When they remodeled it, they made sure that one floor.
There's a
was-
safe down there.
Yeah.
Although I make
Um,
sure about half of it's in my bug out bag.
Okay.
Because like worst case scenario, if I don't have time to like pry up a floorboard, I can just grab the bag and go.
Cool.
Tart, I didn't lose your watch. I still have it.
You tried to though. I
Well,
heard that.
It's not my watch, so
I
figured-
noticed that you don't have respect for my things.
I have
What?
quite
Why
a
does
bit of
Tortlaw
respect.
own Rosaline's watch? You could find out by following their Wildcards Twitter accounts. We'll talk about that after the show.
Tort, I didn't get the impression that you were into our white man's mechanical time-telling devices.
You should go on Twitter and find out all about it.
She's not. I
Yeah.
think she just wanted to beat me. And she did, so I carry her watch.
So you guys get the horses. You change into your knife and go walking around outfit, and you guys head out for the claim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So last time we said it took maybe a couple hours to get the wagon up there, but
But these are horses.
They're horses, and even with two of you on each of the horses, it's faster. It's faster going. It does get a bit rocky as you get up into the more into the mountains and the hills, but you are able to find your way back to the claim.
Keep an eye out for wolves, everybody. Because they're mean up here.
Apparently.
These are mean wolves.
You missed these wolves. They are quite terrible. There's one really big one.
I'm sorry. I want to... It just feels silly, us riding two people to a horse. Can I retroactively rent a mule or something going out here?
You don't want to ride behind?
I just don't want to be
Torlar,
on the
James.
horse with them.
Wow.
It seems uncool.
I didn't realize your pride was so
I just
wrapped
think
up
about
in
the image and
Well, if you want a mule, that's $5 a day.
A mule sounds great. You know, they're hardy animals, and we're going out. And,
It's a bit haggard.
You know what? I'll ride a haggard mule.
Okay, all right. So you rent a haggard mule.
Right.
Where are you riding, Rosaline?
All right, with James.
Okay, and then looks like you do get to lie down on the back of
Perfect.
horse.
I didn't want to share my horse anyway.
So you guys make it up to the abandoned cabin, and it appears to be still abandoned.
All right, so where does the map say we should go from here? Can we figure it out? It doesn't start with a cabin.
Well, all these trees look rather haggard to me.
So the first one is what?
I
Over
guess
here?
it's this one.
Over the ridge by the bend?
Okay. Well, Tortlaw,
Yes.
you could probably use your tracking in conjunction with this map to see if you can
All right.
follow. These clues
haven't
are
showed
not
you the
great.
map.
Oh yeah, here's the map
Here's
and
the
the
map.
dice cam there. The clues are not great, but it
But
might.
that seems like a very distinctive tree.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the creek is right, this creek runs right past the cabin.
So you could definitely start by following the creek. So we're gonna hold on. We're gonna give you a -1 for this first clue.
You're going to give me a -1.
I'm gonna
but
give you
I
-1.
also, But I also get a +2 for doing anything in the woods.
That is correct.
And I rolled an 8 on this.
So that 8, so you get to re-roll.
Oh, I did it
Nice.
again.
Another 8.
Oh dear. So that's
Eli.
His
a
partner,
lot.
his mining partner. Okay, yeah, you definitely got a lot. You got what?
18.
Plus 1, 19?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you're able to, you kind of look at the creek and you look at the map and you kind of guess where it's
This
going.
is how I would draw this map.
Yeah.
Like everything about this is exactly how I draw this map. I totally get it. This is the creek. There's a tree. I see that tree. Let's go.
It's real good
Perfect,
mapping.
let's follow Tart.
So you are actually able to follow it to that first bend in the creek, and you see the place you need to pass over the creek and head off into the woods,
Yeah.
and you're able to find that with no problem. It's only about 15 minutes away from the cabin where that first.
It was an
part is.
easy walk too.
So after you found that, let's have you make another roll.
To figure out this off to the right before the scraggly tree.
Off to the right before the scraggly tree at another -1.
Well,
You aced it again.
oh,
And again.
I'm real good at this.
Yeah.
So that's a 13
so
plus 1, 14.
14. So
There's a scraggly tree. It looks super scraggly, just like this scraggly
trees
tree.
start to get scraggly. Not that scraggly tree, but you can see the area where they're starting to scraggle off.
I'm seeing some scraggly trees. Let's go over here.
So you
Find a-
follow over to where the trees get scragglier and scragglier.
Oh my gosh, these trees are getting scragglier and scragglier.
Then they thin out. And then all of a sudden, there's a path and just the one scraggly tree on the right. That must be the scraggly tree.
That's got to be the scraggly tree.
I don't see what you're seeing, but I'm glad we have you.
Yeah, I like to imagine this is just some sort of like weird like Rain Man thing that Tortlaw's doing. Like all these trees look the same
Scraggly.
to the rest of us.
Scraggly?
Scraggly tree? No,
Scraggly.
that's a scraggly tree.
Definitely
The
gets
word
scraggly.
scraggly
Tree,
is starting to
tree,
make no
scrag-
sense to me.
All right, so you find it.
Me
Yep.
neither.
What is the
Scraggly.
last clue?
What a weird
Let's
word.
It is
down a
weird
ways
word.
into the
Strange
gulch
word.
under an overhang on the left.
Okay, so you think off in the distance you can see what looks like a gulch, but that is not a super specific instruction. So this one's going to be at a -2,
Okay.
but you get a
What
+2, so it's effectively a 0.
What are you doing?
I'm tracking the map.
She's using the map and her
Wow.
tracking skills.
Whoa.
You aced it again.
All of the acings.
Okay, well that was just an 8.
So that's an 8. But that's still a successful race. So it takes you. You don't do this quite as alarmingly
that might-
fast.
Oh, that's what it is. There it is. There we
This part
go.
of the gulch, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
okay, yeah.
So
It's exactly where I would go.
you start to get a little bit closer as the tree line kind of thins out, and you can see down into the gulch, and you see an area that looks like it might be where you need to be heading. So you start heading over there. Everyone make a notice roll for me.
11.
11.
6.
6.
We lost it.
Wow.
That
really?
was
That was. All right.
give 4.
4. James Bogue is still trying to decide. Like you're just looking at all the trees you pass and going, now is that one? Would that one be considered scraggly?
I didn't know Tort knew how to read a map.
So as you guys are walking over, you hear them first, but you all do. You hear what sounds like people like just tromping through like a little bit of water and rocks and underbrush up ahead, down in the gulch.
Do you hear that?
We were assuming that Zachary Driscoll didn't show anyone this map, but that was a silly assumption.
You're
Why is he
right.
willing to put it up? A treasure map. Unless
Hell.
he'd already copied it and already been out here.
After we drove him out of the saloon, he might have sent other people to try and head us off. I mean, chances are he's already come down here.
Well,
I will go scout it out.
Okay, let's move this pie tray.
But where?
Oh, for a minute I was like, what does that expression mean?
Let's move this pie tray. While we're moving the pie tray and trying to figure out
very
the
confused
origin
for
of
a
that
moment.
phrase.
For a few pie trays more.
Like, let's get this gravy train rolling. And I'm just like, move this pie tray.
3 pieces of cursed Spanish gold for Tortlaw.
Well, thank you.
Wolf who leaps through fire approves of your orienteering skills.
Oh, thank you, Wolf Who Leaps Through Fire. I learned it by watching you.
Learned it from watching you, Wolf who leaps through fire.
Where did you get these orienteering skills?
Wolf.
You,
You
alright?
did! I'm watching you. Okay.
Wolf, there's nothing on the other side of that fire. Stop leaping through it. We get it.
Tortlaw,
Yes, sir.
make a stealth roll for me. So you are going ahead. So
Question.
we'll say everybody's back here.
Question. We have, is this a tree? Is this a very tree area?
So it's a gulch. So there's trees along this side. So you guys are coming from this direction and going that way. And
but
then this is a ledge, like this is up a ways, and then that's down into the gulch. So
And
the
there's
trees
trees
are
everywhere.
over here on the side, on your right, but
Okay.
over to the left is just the open gulch.
All right.
Is there a society
I'm
of
gonna-
objectivists who live in the
I
gulch?
don't know.
Our church
I'm
is not
gonna
called Gulch.
I'm gonna go into these trees.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn into an owl.
Okay.
So, you know, owling it up.
Alan, your
I know,
microphone
I lost
fell
my
off.
mic. Hang on.
That's still funny.
Oh, I totally lost my mic.
Mic drop.
Worth it though. It was totally worth it. Because now you're an owl. So
Now I'm an owl.
Spend your power points and make your travel medicine roll to make sure that you actually are an owl.
Oh, I better make sure I'm actually an owl because I've got the shirt
Maybe
on
the
and
spirits
everything.
aren't listening to you today.
Yeeks.
Because mapping ain't natural.
6.
Yeah, you're totally an owl.
I'm an owl.
So you spend your power points, you kind of walk off into the trees. So you're a fair amount ahead of these guys at this point.
Do we see her turn into an owl?
Hell
No.
no.
No, and she moves on ahead and out of sight before she does. And then you chant a bit
See, I
and
didn't
transform into an owl.
Owl! And then I fly up
Okay,
and I do a real high pass over the gulch one way,
okay.
and then I come back on a lower pass.
So you were already very close to the area that you were supposed to be. And you see what looks like a group of several people down by, and using your enhanced owl eyes, you see they're down by a cave, and they appear to just be walking in to the cave, and then
It's unobstructed.
the entrance to the cave is.
Yeah,
And then walking out of the cave 2 by 2, bless you, with a big rock between the two of them, and just kind of putting those in a pile, and
so-
then walking back into the cave.
So roughly how many people am I seeing?
You're roughly seeing 5 people.
5 people. Okay,
And make a notice roll
I will.
at a -4 for me.
At a -4.
At a -4. Do what I commanded. Roughly 5 people. What? Why though? There's just 5 people.
there we go.
Yay.
Okay, 11 -4.
So a 7.
Yeah,
They seem to be moving a bit stiffly.
that's what I noticed.
Yeah, you wanted to spend the cursed Spanish gold on it.
Moving stiffly, like how? Like their bodies move stiffly?
They just look like their joints are stiff.
We're still way back. We don't.
You guys have no, yeah, you guys are way back.
Okay, so I'll also note, like, where the best way to get down into the gulch is.
Well, you do note that from the tree line, there's a path leading down from the side of the gulch.
But it's clearly going to be wide open to view.
Yes.
Is there another way as I am flying over here?
I mean, if you
So
guys...
is horse just on its own, and the two of them are on one horse, and then there's horse. Just
Yeah,
like,
and then you're
Or like,
holding horse
should we switch?
from your mule.
because this seems inefficient.
No, but everyone knows she puts the parking brake on horse. So you're flying around. Yeah, the gulch actually continues down for a ways.
Uh-huh.
So the only way to do that would be to either backtrack by several miles and come around the other side on top of the cave, or to keep going for way longer and
Okay.
back around on the other side. I mean, you could potentially like climb down into the gulch, like further back that way or further back that way, and then try and just stick into the shadows of the rock wall.
If I go
there.
into this part of the gulch, though, like it's a big, long trip down that part of the gulch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I will return back into the trees,
Okay.
land,
Okay.
turn back into a person, brush
Ciao.
myself off, and then I will come out of the trees and be like, okay, I scouted it.
What'd you find?
There's some people here already. I mean, we could hear them. We know that they're there, but they're going in and out of this cave. And there's one way in, and then some real inconvenient ways in. 5 of them. And they're kind of walking stiff. Does that mean
5
anything to
people
you?
or 5 ways in?
5 people.
Working out in the
There's really an infinite number of ways in.
heat
Okay.
can be very difficult. I don't think we need to read too much into stiffness. If there's just 5 people there, maybe it could work to our advantage. We could talk them into helping us clear those rocks a little bit.
They look
Is-
amenable to talking?
I would not guess. They're working, they're carrying rocks.
Everyone's amenable to talking if you talk right.
I don't know that us showing up is going to be really welcome. Is there something maybe that makes people stiff? Are they zombies? Is my question.
That's not a
Well,
term.
Are they?
That's
Are they bodies that have been taken over by
That's something
maybe?
we know?
Zombie is not
People
a
like
term
you?
that any of you would be familiar
I didn't
with.
say zombie. I said that you just misheard me. It was a word
Well-
in Cherokee
well,
that
it's-
sounded like zombie.
Are they revenants of some sort?
How much do I know about? I mean, I know the powers that I know because I learned them.
Correct.
I'm not
But
an
I wouldn't necessarily. Would I know about others?
Yeah, you know about others.
Okay.
You have heard of
Well-
Indian shamans and the like.
There are some things that people can do to control someone else, but that would be quite hard to control 5. Is that you said 5, right?
There were 5.
That would be quite hard. You
Would
need
it?
multiple people.
Oh, you know all about that spell.
Okay.
You have had your eye on. You've
Okay,
been
that's
looking
what I
for that one for a real long time.
I mean, if there were people here using that, I'd be more interested in finding them really at this point. But I don't think that would be easy to do. I guess it's possible, but they would have to be nearby.
Okay.
Todd,
Okay.
I think you may be reading too much into just a little bit of work-induced arthritis. I say we walk in and see how things are going.
Okay.
I'm gonna write that down.
Well, I could get a little closer and see if I could, get inside their head a little bit. And just see if I can feel anything out of place, just so we know, since Tart is a bit worried about
If
it.
you think it's necessary.
Well,
Do you have
more
anything that
information.
belongs to one of these guys?
No, but I can do it by sight.
You can.
Yes, I can.
Ah.
Can I see Deadlands book? One of them. Thank you.
Does that require her sneaking down?
I don't know. It's going to depend on what her range is on that.
It's range of sight. Sorry.
Rosaline is looking up the power Mind Rider, which is the power she has that enables her to experience someone else's senses.
Yes.
See what they see, hear what they hear, feel what they feel, touch what they touch, smell what they smell, and ESP what they ESP.
What are they ESPing? I hope it's not N.
It says
Oh my, how droll.
so I can see eight. I mean, my distance is 8 miles, basically.
What?
No, that's
What?
eight, that's
I
8
know
miles
that's
if
my-
you have that.
You have one of
That's
their
my
thingy
range.
things.
I know, but it doesn't say. It doesn't say.
Like how far they have
No, it
to
just says the
reach
character
this?
can cast a spell on an unseen target if he has an object. The subject.
So you can either see
Touch
them
within a
or
laser.
have something. So
Yeah.
as long as you're within sight range of them. So yes.
But yeah, I'm just saying that's the range. That's
Yeah,
the range on there.
she would have to sneak close. You would have to sneak up into the grove of trees, like much like Torla did.
All right. I'll get a little closer. Which way do I need to go?
Okay, well, there's a path right over there.
Follow the path.
There's trees going up towards it, but the path itself's pretty open. You're going down into the gulch. It's real exposed.
All right. Well, I'll try to follow the trees as much as I can then. I'll sneak.
All right, sneak away.
I mean, it's a 4.
That's a sneak success.
Sneak says.
All right, so you sneak up into the tree line here. And from here, at the place that Tortla described to you, you can look down and see that there are some people involved in some activity down there. You can't quite make out all the details very clearly from
I'm
here.
going to sneak with
Okay.
her.
Okay, make your roll.
I mean, not that I, like, there's nothing I can do to support her or anything.
It does pretty much make more sense for you to like lead her the way and show her the place to hide and see them that you found.
Okay, 4.
And you guys are hanging back.
Plus
You're
2.
still on your mule. He's still on Dot. Okay, so you're up there as well. So you show her the way.
I mean, I'm kind of still making my way forward a bit because I think that we're over.
By the way, horse is back here.
Right. Yeah.
Not involved in this.
Sure.
I think we're overthinking this.
All right. So you point him out.
All
You're
right.
you're telling Bogue that you're expounding at length with James. Like we're totally overthinking this. All right.
So
So
it was good to be cautious, preacher.
Ugh.
So you're casting it
Yes.
on which one?
Mind reader. Well, I assume I'd probably.
There's
Well,
two.
could I cast it on any
There's
of them?
2 ladies and 3 gentlemen.
Could I cast it on any of them?
Any one of them.
Then I'd probably cast it on the
Ladies
ones
and
over
gentlemen.
here.
Okay.
So spellcasting roll, which is a 7.
All right. So you make it, and I assume you're just spending your power points.
I don't know.
It's not a trick question.
She's
I'm
not,
just asking.
No. I know. I'm trying to figure out how she feels about that. She's not in a rush,
Yeah. There's,
so she might just try and do it with the cards.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
That's really reckless.
You
I'm
think?
not saying it's a bad move. I'm just saying like you're fully recharged.
Right,
There's no need to necessarily risk anything.
right, but there's. Okay.
I'm not saying don't
No,
do
no,
it.
no,
I want you very much to do it. I'm just letting you know as a friend.
I just think of her as
Poker's been going pretty well for you today.
going so well. I
Super
know,
good.
Really good.
You're due. You're due is the way to think about it. You are due for a really good hand.
Gambler's fallacy.
Yep.
How
Do it?
much, how much did my owl time take?
3 power points.
Okay.
Well, how long were you an owl?
For this, for my...
6 power points.
I think of her as gambling when it's not. I mean, she probably does it as often as she can.
For funsies.
Yeah.
Then do it.
Also, I think she's a bit arrogant.
Deal
about
with the devil.
it. Okay.
But
I will.
since I specifically told you it was a bad idea and you're doing it anyways, I'm gonna give you a fate chip.
Thanks. It's blue.
Oh wow, that's a good one.
I got a blue one. There are blue in there.
Blueing.
I
That's,
told you they were
that's
blue.
the only one.
That's it.
That's it. You got the only blue one.
All right.
Okay.
So
Call
you
her
get
Old Bluey.
5 cards plus 1
Old
per
blue.
point of grit.
Old Blue.
Okay, and I have 1 point of grit, right?
Yep. So you get 6 cards. You make your best hand of 5. So flip them over one at a time in the dice can for us.
All right.
Jack of Hearts. 3 of Hearts. King of Diamonds. 5 of Clubs. 10 of Spades.
It's good so far.
Doing real good.
And
There we go. That's better.
a
All right. Pair of
king.
Kings is not a bad.
Now, correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
need
You were
two.
cast. So what you should have done before that is say, "I'm casting
Say-
Mind Rider, and you need how many power
I need
points?
2.
2.
Yeah,
So
sorry. No,
I
I'm
think
sorry. I need 3.
You need
Pair of
3.
Kings will just do it for
I
you.
thought it
right?
was-
Ah,
Two.
well,
Maybe
lucky
not.
you. A pair of jacks or better gives you exactly 3 power points.
Oh, wow.
Lucky me. Sorry. Yes, I forgot.
You feel. So as you pull out your deck and fan it open in front of you and stare at it for just the briefest of instants, you feel almost like a rake of spectral claws across the surface of your brain, and you realize you came real close on that one, but you still won. You can't help but smile inwardly
She
at
kind
that.
of likes it.
Dang it. Why? Oh.
You definitely get a little bit of an adrenaline rush from that, that's for sure.
Yep.
All right. So you cast your spell.
Yeah. Okay.
And suddenly your eyes, we said your eyes go blank when that happens, right? And this is a very familiar sensation to you. In fact, you would wager, which one did you point to? You would wager that you are now in the exact same person you were trying to view from before, and it hurts. It's dark. You're vaguely aware of the sense that you're moving. You're aware of pain. You feel a sense of hopelessness, but mostly pain. And just like before, it starts to grow and grow the longer you're present until it finally forces you out of it.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, she kind of like falls over.
Don't fall.
I'm so glad you're here, Tart.
Real helpful.
Um,
It's bad. I told you it was bad.
something is
I
wrong.
told you it was
This
bad.
actually reminds me of the one I told you before. Whenever I got into that other person's head, it
They've
felt
got
the
exploding
same.
monster.
I don't know, but it was very painful, and it didn't seem like this one was in control of himself. as best I could tell.
Is the exploding monster maybe he's taking them over to free more exploding monsters or whatever's inside there?
Well, I
Because
hope
they're
not.
moving the stones. And someone tried real hard to keep this thing inside.
But it seems, I can't know for sure, but it seems like the person's still in there. They just are
Oh, crap.
being controlled or have been taken over somehow.
Oh, crap.
Anyway, we should probably get back to Gabe and James, figure out what to do next.
Okay.
Make a stealth roll for me.
Why are you being so quiet?
Stealthity, stealthity, rollity.
That's a 5. I
That's
get
a 5
+2.
because you get your +2 for being in wilderness.
Wilderness.
You're a woodsman.
It's my favorite.
That though is a
place to
3.
be.
That's a 3.
Debs is 3s,
Well, thank you.
but we can
One
never
cursed piece of
fail roll.
Spanish gold.
Better. I got a 5.
Don't
It's
forget to
almost
use your bennies.
impossible.
Well, they're not bennies. They're
Fate chips.
fake chips.
All right, so you make it. So you both sneak back just in time to hear Gabriel, I'm assuming, go finish up with his. And that are the finer points of why I feel like we're being overcautious right
Gabe,
now.
there is something wrong with these
We're
ones.
But they're just people. How wrong could it be?
Apparently they're
Super
not.
wrong.
Whenever I got inside one of their heads, it was like he was out of control of himself. It was quite painful and hopeless and quite terrible. I hope to never experience something like that.
That sounds terrible.
Quite.
James, do you have any plan?
You're saying these people aren't in control of their own function?
I can't know that for sure, but it's what it seems like.
Shadow to who?
Shadow
Thanks for the
2.
follow.
Thanks for the
you.
follow. Much obliged. That's what it felt like.
It's what it felt like.
So maybe we don't want to kill them, but also, what if they attack us?
Right, I don't really know at this point.
I have psychedelic darts.
Well,
Maybe I can make them hallucinate.
If there's still people inside, we might be able to get through to them.
right. So should we try talking then?
Well, that's always my first line of defense.
Why don't you and I go in the back way, one of these back ways?
The one that's miles?
Miles, no.
Yeah.
Just the miles one.
Okay.
Just
You could also climb down the side of the gulch and try and creep in through, like, just sticking to the shadows under that side of the ledge.
Which would require some kind of climb roll, I'm assuming?
No, it's not that far down, honestly, but it's going to be a harder stealth roll. It's very hard to stay concealed down there.
I'm
Well,
cool. I would do that. I would sneak in down the side, and Preacher there can walk in talking all he wants, and then when things go sideways,
Well, that might be best for you to do. I can't exactly follow you
Why not?
that way.
because you're not stealthy.
Not so much.
All right, why don't you go behind the Preacher?
Bog,
I
I
will-
would not mind having some backup.
I will
All right.
sneak down the side.
Well, I could go with you. I could go with you, and then I don't know if it'd work on them, but I could always try and scare them away if talking doesn't work.
I don't know. Yeah, would these guys be scared?
I don't know.
Or are they incapable of fear?
Well, there was hopelessness.
Well, our best bet is to incapacitate them. If they are still in
I
their
have
bodies of some nature.
Psychedelic darts.
Would that incapacitate them or make them
If-
go crazy?
Well, I've got lead dots that I can fire out of a metal tube full of gunpowder.
I have a
That might be
gun.
more effective. Yes, astutely said. Oh,
I think you said the same thing, James.
All right, you two go down. Give us a 30-second head start, and you guys stroll down there with your guns and your talking,
And your tubes.
and see what happens.
Tubes of gunpowder. It seems unsafe to me. I mean, well,
Bog, I was being facetious.
I'm just. Oh, right. You got a gun too.
Joke,
Okay.
James.
Sure. Real funny joke.
All right. So,
It was rather funny.
so the
Okay.
plan
It was
is
quite good.
you're going to climb down the side of the gulch and
We're going to talk about this later.
sneak in down this way.
Yeah.
And then you two are going that way. Are you following her?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going.
we're going.
Okay, so you guys don't need to make a climb roll. You can just kind of like hang and then drop down. It's not that far. But I
So
do
we have
need
to do a
both.
stealth roll.
Yeah, you both need to make a stealth roll. Now yours is going to be just at a normal. Yours is at a -2.
Right.
Can I
And then,
render any sort of assistance to her if I get a raise?
no, you can only do your stealth or cooperate with
So
her.
what are
And
we-
cooperative stealth rolls are really hard to make because,
Sure,
like,
sure.
it's not like you've been like, sneak better.
What exactly are we on? Like, where are we doing?
Down
This
the
is
side?
like a dry gulch, so it
Uh-huh.
was kind of like a very small
So
canyon.
It's kind of if it's real small, it could almost be like walking on a balance beam.
No,
No.
Real acrobatic.
it's not that small.
Like,
This
come
is
on.
how wide it is.
Come on.
You're good. Yeah, there's no acrobatics here. And then, are you guys waiting for them to get into position before you approach?
I think that
Gave him
might
a
be
30
best.
seconds head start.
30-second head start.
I think I'll just start. Yeah, I'll give him a few minutes, but
Okay. All right. So make your stealth rolls then.
I'm tired of waiting.
4.
It's hot today.
Before I'd leave, I'd say, Gabe, give me a sign if you need help.
Oh, I think if I need help, it'll be rather obvious, but I will make sure that you know.
Thank you.
Well,
You might want to re-roll that.
One piece of cursed Spanish gold. Oh,
Sorry.
slipped right through my fingers. It's like they're cursed.
There we go.
That's an
There we
ace.
go.
That's what I want. Oh, bye. Hi, guys.
Oh, now you have to re-roll the whole thing.
9.
Totally kidding. It's a 7. So you guys both make it down there
Okay.
and sneak over, and you kind of just sort of remain in the nooks and crannies
So,
on the
like-
side of the gulch.
Here?
No, like you're over here by this wall. Like this is basically the crack. Like
This is the edge of the gulch?
this is the edge of
Okay,
the gulch.
gotcha.
This is a ledge right there, and then that's kind of a slanted way down. So you guys are kind of over here by the edge
Okay.
of the
Hiding.
ledge. All right, they are in position.
all right.
Shall
let's, let's go on in.
And I've got Dot is tied up
Back there with
literally
horse,
back
horse,
there,
horse?
Yeah, we both. I guess we'll both go in on foot.
Okay.
I do have my gun ready, but I don't have.
Did you tie up your haggard mule?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's rented.
Yeah.
It's a rented mule.
He basically knows the way home. So like if at any point he
Boss
gets
just
free,
like turns around.
he just turns around and heads back.
yeah. Did you get the extra insurance or?
Oh,
That's a
no.
scam.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Trust me, I'm a con man. I know how scams work.
All right, so you guys approach the ledge.
Yeah.
So let's just walk on. I just want to. Gable just kind of like walk on in and be like, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I was walking around the woods in this fine area, and I believe I've taken a wrong turn."
They all stop what they're doing and turn and look at you. And you can see that this woman back here has what looks like a shotgun, but the rest of them don't appear to be armed. And this one right here just sort of looks at you for a second, and he walks up
Now,
and says, "Howdy."
I hate to interrupt your hard work on this fine day, but I appear to have gotten a little turned around.
"Oh, sorry.
I'm new in this area.
Okay."
Would you mind? Who's claiming my own right now? I'm just trying to get to know the area. I don't know who's in charge around these parts.
Ain't a claim.
Oh.
Woods.
Well, you sure seem to be working hard here just out in the woods.
Yeah, we're working.
Well, I don't have anything else to do. Sunday isn't for a couple more days, and I have my sermon already ready. Why don't I lend you a hand?
Oh, no thank you.
Please, please. I would feel ungrateful to this town if I didn't come and help you move some of these rocks that seem to be burdening you so heavily.
We all live out here.
Well, you want from Coldwater?
We all live out here.
Out here in the woods?
Yes?
Well, why? That's quite the Spartan existence you've managed to put together.
We're miners.
Well, I thought you said there wasn't a mine here.
Not here. We're working.
I apologize. I feel like I'm getting some mixed signals here. First, there's your miners, but you're not working in a mine because there's not a mine here. At least can I sit down for a while and have a drink of water with you? It's hot out here, and I've been wandering for a while.
No water. Creek's back. Couple miles.
I have my dart gun out and loaded with a psychedelic dart.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just saying this is preparation.
You mean
Sure.
your tube is loaded with a pointy?
It's pointy.
And it's got breath propellant at one end
Yes.
of it as well.
If you don't mind, then I'll just rest in the shade of that there cavern for a little while, just to get out of the sun.
And he turns and looks at you. Who's this?
Oh, this is just my friend and traveling companion, Mr. Bogue.
Reston?
It's a hot day.
All right.
My eyes are just darting between everyone.
They're all just looking at you. They're just looking at you. And then,
Gabriel Pryor, pleased to make your acquaintance.
hi, Eli.
Eli. Why, that's a fine name from the Bible, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
How long have you worked out in these woods?
Isn't Eli the name of the guy who wrote the journal?
No, his
It's
his partner.
Yeah.
we're working. And he kind of shrugs, and he turns around, and they go about their business.
Okay, so I'll wander in towards the
You're
cave.
coming closer to him?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you get closer, they turn again, and they kind of move over to you. And Eli comes up. He says, we're working. You rest.
Well, I was gonna rest in the shade of this here cabin.
That's where we're working.
I promise I won't be in your way.
There's shade up in the trees.
Well, they are my ways off, aren't they?
Make a notice roll for me.
Okay. It's not great. That's a 5.
5.
That's a success.
Yeah, that'll do.
These guys are bothering you. They're not responding. Something about them they're not responding properly to. They're not picking up on your social cues. They're not giving you social cues. It's just you're used to interacting
yeah.
with people, and this is not how interacting with people works. Sort of does, but not really.
Eli, is there something that's troubling you? You seem a little off.
We're busy.
I see that you're busy, but you're not in a mine, and there's nothing going on here. Now, surely you have a few minutes to greet a kind stranger.
Not interested.
Eli, you work with that Claybrook boy on a mine out here?
Yep.
Where is Claybrook?
Don't know.
It's awfully odd to be working on a claim without your partner, right?
Not a claim.
Not a claim. Well, the Asea would like to know about that.
This isn't a claim. Their claim was way back.
Right.
Yeah.
This is just a cave.
It's just a random cave in the woods.
Okay.
That's me saying that, not him.
Right. he's suddenly very loose.
Hey, listen.
I'm just gonna whisper over to you and I'm like, something ain't right here.
I figured that out.
Did you figure that out when we told you earlier?
They turn
They're
around
still
and
talking.
continue to work. But these guys are working. This
work-
one's just watching
is there
you,
any
and so
way
is
for
Eli.
us to sneak closer?
All right.
Or are we stuck
It's
here?
gonna be. You're basically gonna be sneaking out into like broad open daylight, so it's gonna be ridiculously hard to do. Like that would be
Okay.
like probably like a -6.
All right.
All right. These people are strange, but if they can talk and understand, I can talk them into things.
What are you gonna talk them into?
I do not know, but I want to get into that goddamn cabin. Oh,
Shades up by the tree.
Eli, you people who have been living out here in the woods, why you haven't had time for a proper sermon, and God doesn't abandon you just because you don't live in a town.
No, thank you.
Well, I think that perhaps we could all spend a moment getting a little closer with God.
No, thank you.
Sonny, it's not the sort of thing that you just brush off easily. I'm coming here with...
He takes a couple steps closer to you, and they all turn around again. And he says, no, thank you.
Now, surely a few minutes rest on a hot day like this.
Resting up by the trees. We're working.
Gabe is getting really frustrated by this.
So's he.
He's just annoyed by the complete lack of response to anything going on there. Well, I have traveled all the way out here and I have not seen a soul for the last few hours, and I do not want to go back out into the woods when there is companionship to be found.
Travel back to town.
I just came from town.
No, thank you.
Tart, what do we do? It doesn't look like
Well,
anything's
Bogue, I
working.
feel like I'm talking to a brick wall.
This one steps up,
I
just
feel like, honestly,
holding her
I think
shotgun,
that
not threateningly.
he's gonna make him hurt him, is what's gonna happen.
Well, I won't let that happen. But can we hear them?
Yeah, you guys are not that far away. I mean, you can't hear them perfectly, but yeah, you can hear them.
I really want to try a psychedelic dart.
Well, I guess you can. If you can do it from here, it shouldn't hurt anything, hopefully.
Bogue, as far as I can tell, only one of them has a visible gun.
That's what I have ascertained as well. Perhaps.
So you guys are just standing there talking in front of them?
Well, I kind of gesture to Bogue and kind of like...
Okay, so you guys maybe take a little bit of a step back
Yeah,
and
we'll
have
step back
a have a
just a
parlay.
Yeah. Perhaps
They turn
law-
around and start working again.
The law needs to.
I want to
have
lay.
a deal with
I want to
them.
try and make one of them high.
I think we've come too far
Which one?
to...
Whichever one's closest.
Eli.
Yeah, we've come too far to turn back now. I say we just walk towards the cabin. Eventually, they're going to have
That's
to...
too far.
Eventually, they are going to have to take some sort of action. As long as we are willing to incapacitate the one with the gun first, I think we are in a good position.
So while you guys are talking about that, Torlaw's going to shoot Eli. So he's 11 spaces away, which I think is...
That's rude. That's.
Your long range is 12, right?
Medium range is 12.
Medium range is 12.
Yeah,
That's
you
only a
didn't-
-2.
All right, I'm gonna try it.
All right. Load up that psychedelic dart.
Here it is, psychedelic.
Psychedelic,
Get
brother.
high, you little bastard. Nope.
Oh, cursed piece of Spanish gold. Well, thank you very much. Don't mind if I do.
Eh. Worse.
Oh boy.
No. Come on, dice.
You're gonna have, like,
you know what
100
you
pieces
want to
of Spanish.
I'm
do.
not spending any of this. Ah, there we
There
go.
it
There's an
is.
ace. That was good. That was totally worth it.
There, 11.
Yeah, 11.
11.
-2.
-2, that's a 9. That'll hit. Roll damage. Now, wait, were you trying to do this non-lethally?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay, so that's a further minus...
Put it
It keeps popping out.
Oh. Cool, okay. This time we'll fudge it. But non-lethal ranged attacks are basically like you're trying to fire at their... It's really hard to make a non-lethal ranged attack. So you're trying to fire at like their weapon, and that's like a...
Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to hit him.
No, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
saying you're trying to hit him in a super specific place, basically, is the, or like knock or disarm
I'll hurt him.
So you're either going to wound him, or you'd be at like a -4 to hit him and not.
Wait, -4? I think I would have still hit him.
We'd be at a -4 plus your -2, so that's a -6 altogether
Off of 11.
off of 11, which still hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that works.
I'm fine with
All
that.
right, so you hit him non-lethally. Roll your damage though, just in case. Let's make sure he is shaken and it actually pierces him.
All right.
Because he's got to be shaken for the poison to go through.
Dadgummit. Shake, you little bastard. 5 + 1.
That'll do it. All right, so you stick him in the neck with a poison dart out of nowhere, and he is definitely shaken by it. He goes, "Ow!" And he pulls it off of his neck. What is this? And he looks at you two. What is this?
Turn around and look at it.
Would have to say I don't know. Looks like you just pulled some sort of quill out of your neck.
He drops it and turns around and keeps working.
Does it look like it worked?
You know, maybe I should take a look at that. Like an injury like that could be worse than you might imagine.
So he turns, and they all turn and start walking over, and they all at once go, "No, thank you."
Like in sync?
Yes.
well, fuck.
I don't think that worked.
No. I
All
guess
right, Bo. Should we make a break for the cavern?
And leave the ladies behind?
I think they can probably handle themselves. Wait, aren't they like off to the sides? Like
They're way back here.
Oh,
This is the cavern.
I thought they were much closer.
The ladies?
Just dart them?
No. Yeah, she's at the far range of her dart.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think they're as close as we need them to be to make a break for it. And plus, we have no idea what's in that cavern.
Yeah, but I think we need to find out at this point.
Well, yeah, but you want to be inside this cavern with 5 people on the outside that are going to keep us in there?
Resting up by that tree.
Yes.
Bogue, I am
Bogue is like starting to like.
Bogue, I am not turning around at this point. We came out here to find out what is in that cavern, and just because 5 people tell us not to go there, that's not going to stop us.
I'm gonna need at least 6. He doesn't say that.
All right.
That was me.
Bogue,
All right. Well, let's see what we can do.
Maybe I should try to scare them if it doesn't work.
Scare these guys?
No, them.
So
I don't think they're.
we'll turn around and I'll go.
Bandana Man, thank you for the
Thank you.
donation.
the donation, $30.
Mighty kind.
I don't. If I couldn't make them high, they're not people. They're not doing people stuff. They're not gonna be scared like people.
Eli, I'm going to need you to come into town to speak about Claybrook. He's gone missing, and I think you might have some ideas of where he's been.
Don't know.
You better listen to the man. He's a deputized member of law enforcement.
Well, you're going to need to come with me anyway, son.
No, thank you.
No, you have to.
If we could
Come
get,
along now.
if we could get one of them alone, maybe we could see, like, if there was something wrong with them, we could check them out.
So, are you moving up to
I'm moving up
try and
to-
forcibly take him?
Well, I'm moving up to him. I'm not going to grab him or anything. but
They're
I'm
all
moving up
being
to him.
totally still.
Yeah.
I move up with him.
So you guys move up, and the one with the shotgun levels it down at you. And they all pull out knives.
Okay.
BSB Care, thank you for the donation.
BSB Care.
And they say, no thank you.
This might be.
I go, damn it, we should have made a clear help signal. Good call!
I think that was the signal to outlaw. What?
Well, I'm trying to
Well,
hear
I
what
want
it is
to
you guys are
try
going to do.
scaring them. I don't think it's going to work.
So
but I'm
break
gonna
down what's
try.
happening here for me. You guys are moving up to, like, take them?
I'm moving up to either break through or try to remove them forcibly
Okay.
and basically show their hand.
And
which
they're
they did.
closing ranks and have pulled weapons. So I think we're in a fight.
Hang on. Seriously, you dumb. Ugh.
What?
We could just talk about it for 20 more minutes.
We're in a fight.
I have a rope. I want to hog tie one of them.
Well, I think we're going to have to get over there first.
All right,
Did you say good luck?
I did. Here we go.
Oh, crap.
James Bogue,
All right.
8 of diamonds. Tort Law, Jack of diamonds. Rosaline, 2 of spades.
come on.
Gabriel Pryor, Jack of clubs. And Eli and Co., 10 of hearts.
Quick
Alright.
question.
Yeah.
Would this work in this situation?
If you want to get into a gunfight
I'm
with
just,
one of
like,
them.
Do they have a leader? Would they be like, yes, we will accept that one of you we are having a gunfight?
I mean, Eli doesn't have a gun.
Okay.
And you don't
I
have a
either.
gun.
No, I just was wondering.
We can make it work.
Seems ridiculous. Let's just keep going with the regular game.
All right, who's starting? We got King or Jack's,
Jack's.
Diamonds, Beast, Clubs.
Jacks of diamonds. What? Oh, good. I get to go first. Well, I am going to leap out of my hiding place.
Ta-ta!
Hey, yeah! And I'm gonna sprint with the sprintiness.
Okay.
How far
What?
can I go?
You can move 6. If you want to run, you're going to have to roll your run die, but it's going to give you a -2 to any other action you make this turn.
5, 6.
He's
Wow.
shaking off being shaken, by the way.
Well, what a bastard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, if I do that, then they get to attack me. This is all crap.
Let's bring it down a notch.
I'm going to. I've got my my blowgun out. Can I reload?
You can, but if
Can I-
you reload right now, it's going to be a -2 to your shooting action if you try and make it on the same turn.
Oh, fine. -2 to my shooting
So
action.
you're reloading and shooting? Who are you shooting at?
I guess I'll shoot at Eli.
Okay. That's a miss. But I'll take this cursed Spanish gold.
Nope, I don't do it.
Okay, so...
My dart flies off to the side. I'm like, oh, I was distracted.
All right. Hand in your card. Also, Bandana Man would like to give a fistful of cursed Spanish gold to the table.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And everybody raise your glass. Whoo!
Oh, I'm out.
I'm out.
Oh no!
Well, pretend to drink, 'cause we ain't got time. To Aosoe Juniyoshuvi. To Aosoe Juniyoshuvi. Set him up, knock him down. That is Cherokee for walking dead people.
Ah,
Well, dadgummit.
Thanks, Bandana Man.
I only
Thank
knew
you.
that in Sioux, so I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And BSB Care has donated to hit tier level 4, which is know when to walk away.
Oh, so apt.
Thank you very much, BSB Care. There's only one tier level left. So we have know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and another tier.
No.
What
All
could
right.
it be though?
I have no idea.
Who is next? Gabriel
I think
Pryor.
it's me. So I'm gonna draw my. I'll get out my peacemaker and fire at the lady with the shotgun.
Okay, so you are drawing and firing, so that's going to be a -2 to your firing.
Okay.
But you can do that.
All right.
And you're firing at the lady with the shotgun?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like this was a mistake.
Yeah, but I mean we can't just sit around forever.
Oh, okay, so that missed, yep. Cursed Spanish gold, here we go. That's still gonna miss.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm going to. Nope, I'm gonna curse Spanish gold.
Cursed Spanish gold.
Yep. Son of a bitch.
That's a
Okay,
miss.
One more.
One more, just to see what it's like.
And it's a 5.
Still a
and then
miss.
I'm going to use 1 red to add a D6.
All right, so using a red in that way, it goes to me to be
Yes,
used after
agreed.
that. All right,
So
add a D6,
add a D6.
and then add +2 to that because you
Which
have
is-
Elan.
plus 4, so that is 5.
9.
Yeah, 9.
That's a hit with a raise.
All right.
So roll your damage and roll an extra D6 for a vital hit.
Okay, so that's 3d6 plus 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. All right. That is a success with a raise. So you fire at her, and you hit her full on in the stomach, and she staggers back. And all of a sudden, her body starts to vibrate a bit, and she looks up at you guys, and you see her eyes come out of the sockets, and they appear to be on long, spiny black stalks, and then weird-looking arms just burst out of her chest and come clawing out of the inside of her like some sort of bizarre egg, and scraps of rotten meat go flying everywhere. And there's a weird, spiny-looking, insect-like creature lying on the ground there. I need everybody to make a guts roll for me real
God.
quick, please. And that's going to be a guts roll -2.
All right. I'm going to re-roll that once.
All right.
Nice.
So that's
Oh,
right,
I
so
handle
that's
that.
11, so that's a
No
9.
problem.
Ooh.
Well, I guess I fail it.
That's a fail. Spanish gold.
We got all the gold in the world.
-2.
Yeah,
said?
-2. Another piece of Spanish gold. Oh my God, guys.
Son of a
man.
bitch. These are not going well.
So you're not making it.
We can't get a 6.
That's
I got a 6.
that's failure. That's true. Tulane got a 6, you guys.
I'll
Well,
try to
Tort is
re-roll
just
it
like
once.
unfazed by everything.
I didn't even have to reroll. That is there's a 6.
Yay!
Let's see what that is. All right, so what? 9
I've seen
minus
this
2,
before.
7.
Guys, you have no idea the things I dream about.
Okay.
We weren't
Horrible.
as close, so.
Yeah.
So you guys were fine. Yeah, you actually were further away. So we'll say like it wasn't quite as visceral being up close to it. You two though, you failed, yeah?
Yeah.
Make a vigor roll for me.
Vigor.
Yep.
Right. That is, I got a 5.
Ah!
James Bogue.
Oof.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Cole, turn it.
Okay, so you both make it. So you are both shaken.
Dead.
But you fight down a wave of nausea that comes bubbling up, just the bile that comes up your throat. Hold on, that's
Yeah.
her. Yeah, you're shaken as well, James. You two are okay though. Hand in your card, unless you want to move.
I maybe should.
Well, at this point you've been shaken by it, so I'm going to say that you're going to be
So
standing
probably-
right there for right now. Yeah. Okay.
That's fair.
So they are up now.
Oh God damn it.
This thing just screeches and hisses
Good.
and runs off this way and climbs over the edge of the gulch and vanishes off into the woods.
Oh, hell no! No! Explode! No! No!
Yep. This one goes over there and reaches down and grabs the shotgun. Oh, I guess I should roll that there. Same thing. And goes running off that way. The rest of these guys are all going to try and run as well. They'll just roll one running die. They're all fleeing off.
Mother effer.
All right.
Are we out of combat?
I mean, there's still a chance that you guys could catch them. Bogue, you're up next.
No.
So first,
No.
you're shaken.
Yeah,
You want to roll to unshake?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a vigor roll. I'm sorry, spirit roll.
Spirit roll?
Spirit.
Aha.
Spirit.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh.
It was a 3 and a 1. That was not enough.
No.
No, you can spend a fate chip at any point to just automatically unshake
Yeah,
as well.
I'm just
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not our night.
No.
Well, it's not your night. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
All right, so you're unshaken.
I'm unshaken.
What are you going to do, James Bogue? James Bogerton?
I'm just kind of gonna look around and just be like, what the hell was that?
Jesus Christ.
And then see where are their backs turned to us?
Yeah,
Away?
they're full on fleeing.
Okay.
Well, all of their backs. This one with the shotgun is
Like
running
covering?
with the gun, like kind of covering them.
Okay, but going away.
But yeah, they're running. They're all running top speed away.
Oh.
I thought we shot the one with the shotgun.
No.
He
they're-
went
they're
and
turned
picked
into
up
a
the
dog.
shotgun.
Yeah, but
I'm not going to chase after them, but I am going to move towards the cave here and just to watch them go that way.
Okay.
But just draw my gun and just be like looking up where that thing like crawled up and stuff like that, and I'm just looking around. I'm just like, the hell was that? Like, that is not
Okay.
real. So yeah, I'm being cautious here, and I don't want to
Yeah.
enact anything.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. I'm gonna give you a fate chip for that.
Cautious.
And turn in your card, because you're still cautious, James Bogue. And that's an understandable reaction to this situation, I'd say. Hand in your card. Is anybody else going to pursue these?
Well, I'm no.
Because
I'm
Rosaline, you're left.
run up because I thought something was going to happen. I'm going to run up here. Well, that did not go the way I thought it would. We should find out what's in here, but I don't understand why they ran away.
Jesus Christ.
You all right?
Hand in your card. I don't want the book.
But the
Stop trying to shake my hand, everybody.
I'm gonna follow the creature.
You're gonna try and follow them? Mm-hmm. Okay. They are fleeing.
They are fleeing.
So okay.
I don't care.
Oh, you're gonna try and follow that
I'm trying
thing.
to follow that thing.
Okay. All right.
Can I go up the thing that he
Yeah,
went
make
up?
a climbing roll, because that's a bit craggier.
I don't have a climbing roll.
You can still make it. It's just at a D4 minus 2.
No.
All right, so you go.
I go over to this thing and I try
trying to scrabble up on it, and this thing must be really good at climbing because this is not an easy surface to scale.
And then I turn to those guys and say, go inside the cavern. Go in there. Go in there and see what's going on.
All right.
Go in there.
Well,
Quickly.
I was
Do I
already-
need to unshake?
Yeah,
Why
outside
are
of
you
combat,
trying to
you
get
can
us in
uncheck.
this
Okay,
cavern,
yeah.
Tor?
So
Because they might come back. Hurry up. I'll cover you.
I agree. I think we should get on the cover.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but I definitely want to see what's in here. But why would they run away that easily? But I'm curious, so I'm gonna go over there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I make my way to the
So you guys
cavern also.
Peering inside. So not very far inside. There's just what looks like a giant cave-in. There's just large rocks that completely obscure the entrance to the cave, and it looks like they've been disturbed, like they've been picked at. That's what these guys were doing. We're taking rocks out, but it's still like there's a lot
no,
of rocks
like,
there.
hole that's like been made through
Nope.
so far.
Do you think we have to pull the rocks out to get these to go away? Do you think I could try to blast them?
Damn it, we should have waited for them to work a little longer.
Maybe we
Just
should
watch,
have.
and they could have cleared it out for us.
If they wanted these rocks out, we don't want these rocks
I
out.
think we need to know what's on the other
I
side.
agree with
Are they all in the cavern? James Vogue, are you in the cavern? Go in the cavern. Go, James. Go inside.
I'm on the edge of the cavern.
Please
Yeah.
go inside.
He's
No.
too cautious to go into the cavern.
And you're being really strange here, Tor.
Please go inside the cavern.
No.
Please go inside the cavern.
No.
Please. I have to go. I have to go talk to Horse. Bye.
Tor, don't go
No,
after that thing.
Horse wants to talk to me. I'm in the trees. I'm turning into an owl.
Okay. Spend your points. Make your roll.
Okay, I got a 4.
Okay. That is enough to turn into an owl. You
I'm
are
flying after the thing.
you are an owl now. Okay, so you're gonna
What
fly
the
after
hell?
it.
That owl's here again.
Huh. Maybe it's taught.
Come on now.
Hilarious.
Anyways, this cave. All right, so you are flying after it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So up on the side of these rocks, there is like a dense tree line of the forest, and then like the kind of the mountains and the crags of that. You really can't see anything from up here. It was about the size of a dog.
So I'm too high. I'll go low.
Yeah. Okay. So you go low down into the trees. I guess you're trying to track. So make a tracking roll.
Okay, plus
Okay.
2 because it's the wilderness. It's a 7.
I'm just gonna spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold here.
You have some?
I do. Oh, hold on. Let me see that again there. Hold on. Let me just spend this piece of cursed Spanish. Actually, a 7's good. That's all I need.
I can't see it.
A 7 is a tie on an opposed roll. So the state remains exactly the same, and that state is you don't know where this thing is. So it's so the underbrush here is so dense, and it could have gone any one of several hundred different directions once it got up on top of this ridge and out of the way. You're not quite sure what all this thing is capable of. Does it burrow? Does it climb? You have no idea what to be looking for, and you just can't keep track of it.
Okay. Motherfucker. Okay, I land.
You land?
Yeah, I land and I turn back into me.
Okay.
And then I want to check the ground for any signs of anything, where it came up.
Okay. Make another tracking roll.
7
Okay.
plus 2 because I'm in the wilderness. 9.
9. I'm just going to spend a piece of cursed Spanish gold real quick. Just going to spend a piece of cursed Spanish... No, actually, hold on. I'm just going to add a d6 to that.
How many
a
points
D6.
did I use on that owl fly?
That was 3. That was just a real quick one. Yep.
Wow.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't see any... You see no sign of it.
Bastard.
Well, I have all of it here.
All right.
What am I going to do with all this cursed Spanish gold?
Scooter?
Yeah, it's like this thing just left no trace.
All right.
Either that or your tracking is not working as well as it usually does in light of what
Like
you
maybe
just
it's
witnessed.
covering its tracks, like it's intelligent.
Maybe.
Okay. I go back to the edge of this ledge, and I
Meanwhile, you guys are like still in this cave. I don't know why she wanted us to.
Well, I wanted to see if I could first cast 54 card pickup at the rocks.
At the rocks? You definitely can, but it's
Trying to
a
decide if that would
very
work.
thick rock wall. You don't know that you have enough power to blast through this. Like, it's not dynamite.
Right.
And it's hard to control the force of it.
Well, it'd be helpful to have an exploding creature now, wouldn't it?
No. Maybe we could just find some dynamite.
Right?
I mean, this is a mining town. Someone's got to have dynamite.
Maybe back at that cabin.
We know our way here. Why not make our way back to town, purchase some dynamite, and come back and make quick work of this cabin?
Have you ever used dynamite before?
I'm sure we could figure it out. Miners figure it out.
You do know that miners are people who dig in, not young people. Okay. Yeah, well,
Sure, I'm just saying they're not generally extremely well-educated people.
right. Right, well,
That's-
they do know something.
I'm just making
That's minus.
generalizations.
Occupationist.
Well, that is one way to go, but...
Meanwhile, there's just a pile of gore and viscera just over here on the ground, just stinking, and
slide down?
flies are starting to gather.
Can I slide down this?
Yeah, it's pretty gravelly, which was why it was hard to climb
Right.
up, but it's easier to slide down.
Ow! I'm gonna go study the pile.
Didn't you owl over to there?
She did.
So we're just kind of like, what? Didn't you go that way?
Are you out of your cave? No, you're not. You're in your cave. So
Tor,
you were looking at a wall
I
talking
can
about
see
dynamite.
out of the cave.
Tor,
I
what-
came back.
There's a big
Horse-
open inside of the cave.
Horse was worried about you and sent me back.
I saw you go that way, and then you came from this
I
way.
run real fast.
So what are you looking at?
I'm looking at the pile of the gore and the viscera.
It is a pile of gore and viscera.
What I
It
am
smells
looking for,
terrible.
Okay, what I'm looking for is any type of identifying anything.
Okay. Make a notice roll.
Okay. I will notice some stuff. 5.
You find a tiny, looks like a tin locket,
Okay.
with the name Jemima Culp on it.
Jemima
Culp.
Jemima Culp.
Yep.
All right.
She was someone's aunt once.
Aunt
Now,
Culp.
Nope.
Aunt Culp.
She's an orphan.
Orphans can't be aunts?
Nope.
Is that
All
how
right.
it works?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it means to be an orphan.
You can't be an aunt.
Yeah, that's
Are you
all
guys
it
in the?
means.
Are you guys come out? Did you guys come out of the cave?
They probably are not listening to you about staying in the cave anymore. I would.
Yeah,
wait
no. I don't think we were in the cave because
was
you told
never
us
in the
to.
cave.
Okay.
Tort, what did Horse have to say?
Horse is very concerned about all of you.
Yeah.
Horse thinks that if we find people who knew Jemima Culp here and talk to them, we might get some clues as to what made her explodey.
I don't think anyone in this town is going to know what made people explodey. I think we need to find out what's on the other side of this cavern.
Well, I agree with Gabe. We came here with a treasure map, and now all we have is a pile of rocks and a bunch of people who ran away. So are we going to go all the way back without taking something with us at least?
Well, I just want to say,
I have something that belonged to this lady who's dead. Can't you do something with that?
Well, with a dead
You
lady.
like stuff. Okay, I'll keep
Right.
it.
I appreciate it,
No.
Artla. You want to keep the metal.
I'm
It's hammered tin.
No, it's hammered tin.
All right.
I'm carrying it as
Trophy.
no. I'm going to take it back to the person who loved it, Jemima Culp. I'm going to give it to them so they can bury it. So it's not like I'm using it. I'm
That's
just
sweet of
carrying
you.
it.
Somehow I think Jemima Culp was a total loner due to the outside influences of.
Her being an orphan.
And she can't be an aunt. It's been
Yeah.
established in canon.
I'm just saying we came all this way. Don't we want to leave with something in our hands?
My God. All right. Why don't you guys go hang out with the horses?
Now, why would we do that?
Because I
Artla?
asked you too nicely.
No.
Please.
You
No.
didn't.
I did not.
you're sort,
I added a
of,
please
you're sort
at
of
the end.
demanding here, Tort, but I just want to say, now,
All right. I'm going to go inside the cavern.
Okay.
right,
Is there
just let her
gaps
do
in
it.
this stone that a worm could fit through?
You can't turn into a worm.
I can't.
No,
What
there
can I-
is both an upper and a
What's my
lower
lower
limit
limit?
of your stuff. So
Can I be a snake?
you can be a squirrel, or
squirrel?
a squirrel is about the smallest thing you can
Okay.
turn into.
Is there a gap in this stone that a squirrel could fit through?
I mean, yes.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. It's a pile of stones. So like,
No, but, like-
right here there is, but there's no guarantee that the
This-
further you get into it, that gaps will continue. It's probably going to get more and more solid the further you get into it.
That's what I figured.
Now,
Okay. Don't even worry about it. You guys can come in this cavern.
great.
I'm
All right,
out of the cavern.
we're trying to have a conversation.
All right, look. There's got to be a miner's claim somewhere near around here. I say we go there, negotiate buying some dynamite of some sort, and just get through this.
Hold on now. Y'all forgetting what we just saw?
Why
That
don't
was a creature that exploded from a woman, and this man's journal had some claim about this treasure, but he also exploded. I'm kind of thinking whatever's in this cavern is meant to be covered up.
I
I'm
would agree
thinking-
with you, but what if we could destroy it?
I think that if they are trying so hard to get to it, they clearly don't already have possession of it, and I don't want crazy exploding creatures to get whatever it is they want. I want to get it first.
I agree
But
with
what if
Dave.
what they want is their mommy?
The sun is starting to go down.
Maybe what we should do is
Oh
follow.
crap!
not let 'em get
Guys,
it.
I have to sleep.
All right, well, could you wait a bit? Turt, maybe what we should do is follow the fur that ran off. Maybe they went somewhere
No.
that'll lead us somewhere where we can get more information, or maybe even dynamite.
Okay. Which do you want? The four that ran off or the dynamite?
Well, I'm hoping for both.
I want the dynamite. I don't want to go
James-
anywhere near those creatures again.
James Bug, what do you want?
I think we need more information. I think this dynamite situation is going
There's
to...
always more information. The longer we wait, the longer these creatures get to whatever's in there. And whenever they get what they want, I don't want to be here anymore. So if we are not going to try and get through here,
If you
I
will
think
all
we
go
need
in
to
the
leave
cavern
town.
and just wait for a second, I'll go find out where they went. Bye.
We're not going to let you do that on your own, Tartla.
I'm
That
very
doesn't make
sneaky.
any sense. Well, so am I. Why don't I come with you?
I'm
It's
faster
starting
than
to
you.
get dark.
It's dark. I gotta sleep.
Listen, we're going to have to camp up here unless
Not-
we want to go home now.
Well, so yes. There's that. There's also the fact that you guys don't have camping gear. You just came up for a day ride
we
into
have
everything.
Tartla. She can make a fire.
That's true. But you have to decide pretty soon whether or not
sleep
you
in
want to
this
risk
cavern.
trying to make it back to town through uneven terrain on the back of your horses in the darkness, or if you want to head back now.
All right. I say we head back.
All right, let's take
we
a vote.
acquire dynamite, and we come back tomorrow immediately.
I say that if we leave here, we're giving up this cavern. They could come back in the night, take all the stuff. We can't leave.
I don't think that they're going to be moving all that rock unless they too get dynamite. But they didn't seem in any state to be using high explosives.
well,
They had a rifle.
They had a shotgun.
Okay.
I think, Gabe, you make a good point that it'd probably be better to go back now. I just want to know what's going on with those folks, and I'm
no.
afraid we'll lose their trail.
But I don't want to be here in the dark with those things when they come back. I
Now-
would rather
It's
come.
now twilight. Visibility is
You-
going down.
Your time is so weird.
We did only have 3 sentences, and suddenly no, I'm just kidding.
It was getting dark, and now it's twilight.
Okay.
It's not that weird.
A little weird.
I can't.
Well, I'm not going to lose my deposit on my rented mule.
Those late fees are killer.
If you two want to stay here and scope this cavern out for the rest of the night and just talk about what we could potentially do here, then fine. But I think we have hit a literal dead end, and unless we go and find some high explosives to deal with it for, I don't see any reason to stick around here any longer than we have to.
I think it's wise to go back. And if we need to, get camping gear and stuff so that we can come back here and stay a little bit longer. Not tonight, though. Tomorrow, we can head on back here. But tonight, we have to go back to our base of operations.
Agreed.
It makes sense, but I hope we don't lose this information. We'll have to come back in the morning.
Well, we know how to get here now.
We
so
do.
Yeah, so.
All right. So you guys are heading back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys start to head back, and it takes you. I mean, you guys are out a little ways, so it'll probably take you about half an hour to get back to where the horses are, and then another hour after that to get back. But you're going through clearer terrain at that point, and there's still enough light that you're able to make it home with relative safety. Because I don't think any of you guys have any light sources with you.
I have a pack of matches.
You do have a pack of matches.
I also have matches.
That'll only take you so far out.
I cast light on my...
Oh, you cast light. Oh,
Yeah.
good. I forgot you could do that.
Yeah.
So, you guys head back into town, and the lights are on. Everyone's out for their nightlife now, and the nightlife's been getting progressively rowdier and rowdier as
I love
time's
the
gone
nightlife.
on.
You like to boogie?
Yeah. On the disco.
As you guys walk into town, you're on the back of your horses, and you're heading over to the stables to turn in your rented haggard mule.
You mule.
You mule, yeah, that's the one. Muleft. And you're taking it back, and a guy passing by in the street kind of catches your eye, and he goes, "Preacher, hey!
Yes, what can I help you with?
Oh, just wanted to say hi." And then he pulls a knife out from his belt and just turns around the guy who's next to him and just slashes him right across the torso. And he goes, "Just like you said, preacher, right?"
Oh my God!
And the marshal comes running over and says, "What in the hell is going on here? Hold on. Jim, what are you doing? Drop the knife. Right now." And the guy just kind of stands there for a second and drops the knife, and the marshal goes over and just grabs him and pulls his arms behind him and starts heading him over towards the jail, and Jim's just going, "But I just did what the preacher said."
I just spoke against greed. I didn't say you should take physical action.
But no one's really listening to you because everyone's kind of gathering around this guy that's been cut, and they're kind of they're taking him over to the dock to get his wounds addressed. Doesn't look serious, but he got pretty good gash going. Chat unlocked a little high strangeness.
Oh, chat with the high strangeness.
And it was that and something else that happened earlier on in the game, both together, that were the high strangeness. So thank you very much, chat. And you get a special cookie if you can figure out what the other thing was. So you guys...
Hey!
Fart
Fart
Bubbler!
Bubbler!
Thanks for the follow. And for making us all say Fart Bubbler.
Something I say every day.
I mean, I do it.
Damn it, I know I'm persuasive, but I've gotten way too good.
Now...
You're just an old fart bubbler. See? Every day.
Totally. Yeah, no, I see it. I hear it now.
Yeah.
Is 11 o'clock a hard out for everybody tonight?
No.
Okay.
I have a hard out at 5 a.m.
Okay, 5 a.m.
All right.
Guys,
Going to 5.
It's a Friday night for me. You guys have things.
we might go a little bit longer, but we'll definitely be done before 5 a.m.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Pacific time.
Okay, so in the midst of all that happening, it's a brief, distraction from everything. But not everyone out on the street or out on the fronts of the various establishments actually even saw what happened. And after they take the man off to the docks, activity kind of quiets back down, and people go about their night.
What just happened there?
I've never seen anyone take to suggesting that violently and quickly. This town is...
You
it's
put this
off-putting.
together with that lady who stabbed her husband for
Right.
no good reason.
It's quite similar.
There's...
Well, that wasn't you. That other lady didn't have anything to do with any of us.
Look, I think we need to...
What happened to the preacher that was here before?
They said he ran off, but I assumed it was just the harshness of the town that drove him away.
Does this seem like a harsh town to you?
A little, at this point.
I mean, they like us, and we did hardly anything.
I don't know.
Well,
I
and we've
assume
done
those
lots
voices
of
we heard in
crazy
the
stuff.
church and...
And they haven't stopped liking us.
Look, I think all of this must be connected to whatever's in that there cavern. And I want to know what's in there.
I'm really tired now.
You are. It is getting late.
I think I have a loss of something now.
No, if you have to make vigor rolls to stay awake at a -4, but you're not there yet. It's just recently dark. It's not like a narcolepsy bomb that goes off. It's going to be when you try and stay up way past your normal time. So you guys are talking and you're heading back to the church, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and you turned in your haggard mule.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They check it to make sure it's not any more haggard than it was when they gave it to you, but they check it and they give you the
So they have a
nod.
whole. They have a little drawing of the mule,
have a-
and
yeah.
they have like marks on it already.
They already had one
Like, all right,
circle
it had
because
a
he was,
mange spot
and he
here.
was
Yep.
missing part of that ear, but yeah, you check out.
Yeah.
You actually went 5 miles over what you said you were going to go?
He's
I
frothing.
have to fill it back up with oats.
Yeah, you're gonna get assessed a fine for that. But you guys are heading back up to the church as you're talking. Everyone, make a notice roll for me.
Great. These are going really well tonight.
Whoa.
See?
I might re-roll that. But go ahead. I'm gonna see if anyone else notices it.
There we go.
So it's an 8. Okay. You got a 3 tort law. You aced that, Rosaline. So you got a 5. James Bogue got a 4.
I'm gonna re-roll mine.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't seem like I need to, but crap. Nope.
Okay.
I'm really into something.
So you're all talking and just kind of in the midst of this conversation, and as you walk up to the front door of the church, you just notice that the door is open, just slightly ajar.
Did we leave it that way?
You didn't notice that. Gabriel
Oh,
Pryor
sorry, I
noticed
didn't
it.
notice it.
You
Did
can't
I
say
not-
that until he says, "Hey, that door's ajar," and then you can ask
Did
that
I
question.
not notice it with the 4?
He noticed it
Okay.
Bogue.
first and better,
That door's a little open.
and now you guys see that it totally is.
Did
You,
you-
however, not looking.
Did you leave it that
I'll
way?
say the two of us go in first. I take my gun out and I kind of start walking and I'm like, now, church isn't until Sunday. I sure hope you don't expect me to have my sermon ready already. And I, like, push the door open.
You open the door.
Oh, snap.
Hold on. Let me just do something real quick
Wait.
here.
I see James Bogue draw his gun, correct?
You do. Now, guys,
My,
learn this sound. And learn that color. Because this means we've entered a red zone.
Oh,
So from this point
Curse
forward,
you, Red Zone!
all chat donations are disabled. The
can't
only
even use it
things
for
that are on the
reaction.
table for you and me are your fate chips and your character sheets. Nothing else can be utilized.
Oh, I've only got 2 fate chips left.
Anyways,
This clip will not hang on to this mic.
red zone. Red zone.
You-
You know what? I'm gonna keep that going because that's a good sound. Hold on.
Wait, okay, can we back up a second? Because the door was, James Bogue drew his gun.
I also drew my gun.
I would draw my blow guard gun and load it with a dart. Oh no.
I kind of assumed it was just like Prudence coming to like,
Sure. Yeah. Don't-
chat with the preacher.
Don't
after
let
hours.
this change your mind.
No, I
Everything's fine.
definitely drew my gun
you know
because
what
I'm
makes,
on.
You know what changes
edge.
my mind? Is this.
Don't worry about that, guys. It's probably just Prudence or maybe the kid who's coming to like let you know something.
Prudence is actually like a very high maintenance.
She's super high maintenance. So you open the door and you just kind of like peek in.
I actually kind of like push it open with my left hand with my gun in my
I
right
hide
hand.
behind the
Kind
corner.
of low though. Like I can. The plan was to like put it away if it's someone like normal.
Okay. There's no one in the church. It's dark in here.
Hey, how, with my restoring of points, could I have any back from that long journey back?
Yeah. So it was what, an hour and a half to you get them back so you get 6 points back. It's been 3 hours, so you get 1 point back.
I haven't used any.
Oh, that's right. You only dealt.
All right, Vogue. There still might be someone in here.
It's just quiet. Ignore the sound.
Is there?
You know what? I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
It's just quiet.
Are there lights?
That was adding a cool effect.
I know
Yeah,
there's not
yeah,
like.
that-
Oh,
Turn it back
it's
on.
coming back.
There's not like electric lights.
There are no
anything,
electric
but-
lights. No, not in the frontier.
Is there like
Lantern?
a lantern?
Yeah, probably there's wall lanterns. So there's probably gas. not gas lighting for the whole town. There's probably just lanterns on the wall.
Would I have like a lantern by the door or something?
Yeah, there's probably a lantern by the
So
door.
if there is a lantern there, I want to kind of take it and light it with one of my matches.
Okay.
And just kind of...
Where is everyone right now?
Where's the...
I'm right next to
So
him.
so this is the entrance right here.
Yeah.
So the wall entrance probably back over here.
Are there windows here?
There are 2 small windows there.
I'm not by a window.
Okay.
I'm completely in cover.
Yeah. This is the. Sure. Yeah. It's a lot like that,
Okay.
but slightly different because
But
I drew it different,
and it doesn't look anything like
and it doesn't look very similar.
All right, so where's the wall lantern?
Let's see. So this
well,
is
I'll
the
make
front
my
door.
way over to the
I said the
closest
window was here.
lantern.
There's one right there.
Okay, then I'll come in and like grab that lantern and light it.
Okay.
And I'm right behind him, basically, just.
So
Okay.
I hold the lantern up in one hand, and I have my gun by my side with the other one.
Okay.
Are these windows back here?
Those are doors.
Those
So
are doors?
this is the door that leads up to the upstairs area, and this is the door that leads back to the
Are
other
there windows
rooms in
along
the church.
here?
There is like a window there and a window here.
Nice
Do you need me to
walking out.
notate those for you?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Sure. So you light the lantern.
If someone here needs guidance, why, I think it would be prudent to come back in the morning when we're all well rested.
No response.
I'm gonna.
I'll just make my way to the back through the pews.
Okay. Is anyone else coming in?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
come in and just basically scanning the joint.
Are these windows that can open?
No, they are just like.
They're crash-through windows.
Yeah, they're crashed through windows.
I will probably come in and kind of go along the wall.
Okay. So put yourselves. Let's see. You're probably right there. You're heading your way up. You're here, Bogue.
Yeah.
All right. And where are you, Tor?
If I go up to the bell tower
Mhm.
and enter through the bell tower, how do I get in? Would I come in through that door? This door?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. Once those guys are
Can
inside-
I ask why?
Because I'm scared. Because it's a red zone, and I feel like wherever they are
But
is where
Tortlaw
I'm gonna
doesn't
get
know
into.
it's a red zone.
Red zone.
Just Helene knows it's a red zone,
Fine. I didn't notice anything.
which is why I was debating even telling you guys it was gonna be a red zone.
Yeah.
But it's
then
our
how would
first
I know
red
to turn
zone.
the lights on?
It's our first red zone.
Well, then in that case, like if we're playing pure character, why would Tort go in at all? She
Right. You
doesn't
sleep,
sleep in
you
here.
sleep outside, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are walking in.
Good night, everybody.
And you hear a low from the darkness further in the church, and you hear the rattle of rattler tails, and the sound seems to be coming from all around you. And then from up at the front of the church, behind the pulpit, you hear someone say, "Welcome back. Welcome back to your church and your new home, preacher." You guys are all in combat as you see snakes start to slither out from underneath the pews. Let's draw some cards.
A lot of snakes.
It is a lot of snakes.
I'm not afraid of snakes.
James Bogue?
I ain't afraid of no snakes. The
Tortla?
original song.
Yeah.
That was it,
It
yeah.
is, yeah. It was a different kind of movie.
Hey, Isaiah.
Snake Busters.
Did you hit the light
Yeah.
behind you?
I'm gonna move this. Ooh, even red zone here. This is for the snakes. This is for the voice.
Oh, come on.
Oh, the voice gets to go first?
The voice gets to go first because the voice is one of the most popular shows.
That's true.
Um,
He's not wrong. Anyone who says he's wrong answers to me.
Hey,
right,
hey, Marshall. Great horned owls eat rattlesnakes.
do they?
They do.
How big are great horned owls?
They're
Greater than
Greater than normal horned owls?
They're pretty dope, horned out.
Like maybe like veteran or seasoned
no.
horned owls?
Hell no.
The voice from up somewhere further into the church says, "Now this is funny. This is funny because y'all probably don't even remember me, do you?" And from somewhere in front of you in the darkness, you can't really see it, it's very shady back here, a shot rings out, and a bullet comes arcing through the air towards you, Preacher Pryor. And a 4 is a hit.
Ooh,
Yeesh.
Other animals also eat
13.
rattlesnakes.
Other
Other types of owls eat
That is,
rattlesnaks.
that's the damage. What's your toughness?
My toughness is a 5, I believe.
So that's a hit with 2 raises. You're gonna take 2 wounds.
Okay, so I will soak.
You're gonna soak. All right. So make your vigor roll.
Soak it up. Do I get the +2 for using that?
You still do. That's still Elon.
All right, go. Okay, so vigor's a D6. Oh, thank God. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That is a
So that's
success with
success
a raise.
with a raise,
You soak all the
so-
wounds. So the bullet comes streaking out through the darkness, and you feel it just pass right over your shoulder. You 3 make a notice roll for me, and make it at a -1.
Me too?
No, not you. You're not
Yeah,
inside the
I'm
church.
not inside it. I'm trying to figure out if owls eat rattlesnakes.
4.
4?
Yeah.
4.
Red-tailed hawks take out a rattlesnake. I can do that.
Yeah.
I hate this.
You can make a notice roll too.
Oh, right, okay.
I feel like
I have pictures
I
of
don't-
owls with
I'm
rattlesnakes
just wondering
in
if Tort is going
Uh,
through like a mental Rolodex of animals. And
I got a
just
3.
being like, yeah.
All right. So
yeah.
you 2 see a brief flash of movement from the other side of the pulpit at the same time that shot rings out. But y'all are gonna remember me after tonight, that's for sure. Who's up next?
I got a 10.
Preacher.
Okay, so if you move past things, they get an attack on you, right?
They do.
Um,
Now these rattlesnakes look different. They're just looking at them. They seem to be moving in a bit of a different way than you've seen them, and they're all coiled and rattling and ready to strike, and they have strange patterns on their skin. Just so you know, not important.
okay. In that case, I'm just gonna take my gun and fire at this rattlesnake, and
Okay. So you are within melee range, so you're not trying to hit its 4, you're trying to hit its parry.
parry.
Yeah. And you're at a -2 to hit it because it's very small
The
and quick.
little thing. He's just a little guy.
What kind of owl have I been then?
You know, like a barn owl.
Barn owl?
Right. So
Cute
Ooh,
owl.
that's an ace.
I
11?
reject all
that's
of
an 11.
-2.
Yep.
That'll hit its parry.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
A great horned owl can only be 17
10
inches tall.
plus 1, so that's 11.
Okay, so 11.
Uh-huh.
You round on it and fire right at it and just blow its head clean off, and it just slumps lifelessly to the ground. You leave those snakes alone!
And then I want to run, or like, I want to move
You can move. You can't.
forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
More in a like dramatic sense than
You're
actual,
striding.
like- yeah. I just like keep moving towards the church, or through the.
Okay, so you can move up to your pace.
Can we use
which
these as
is-
cover?
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, that might not be a terrible idea.
Cover's probably a good idea. So I'm actually gonna move forward and then like.
You can drop prone
so
behind a
6?
pew.
Is
Yeah.
that 1, 2, 3, 4? I'll move here and then kind of like.
Now,
Drop prone
I'll
and-
point this out real quick before we get into this. I'm not saying there are more snakes.
Oh, but there could very
There
well
could
be more snakes
beneath the pews. And also, if you drop prone there, you'll be covered from shots, but the snakes have no problem navigating underneath the pew. And prone, you are easier to hit in melee.
I'm gonna say I don't
You
go
can
prone.
crouch.
I just crouch.
You can crouch. Okay, cool.
because that was my plan.
Okay,
Really.
so you guys are at, if you're crouching behind a pew, where did my cover thing go? Crouching behind a pew, I believe you are at a plus, oh, there it is. Yeah, that's pretty good cover. That's pretty good cover. We'll get into what specifics are in case we need it. All right, so you're crouching there. Hand in your card. Who's up next?
Me.
All right, James Bogue.
I'm gonna whip around and shoot that snake that's right next to me.
The one behind you?
Yep.
Okay. You're trying to hit its parry, so make your shooting roll. Mm-hmm. And you're going to make it at a -2
Because it's small.
because it's small and quick.
Oh, there's a 6.
So that aced. Aced again.
Yo, you're good at shooting snakes.
Okay, yeah, that's
14.
definitely a hit with a raise.
Okay.
So you're going to add an extra d6 to your damage.
Can I get another? No, I got one.
Here, I got a d6.
D6?
Here.
That's 6, 11, 12.
You just sever it neatly in two, and it hisses and it flops. Its body flops around as it falls lifeless to the floor. I told you to stop shooting my snakes!
And then I'm going to go here and crouch.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hand in your card.
Me.
You guys both have.
I've got 5. She's got
Okay.
6.
Yeah, Rosaline.
Six. So these snake. This is Pew. These snakes are behind them, basically, right? So
Yes.
I need to come around. If I were to burst, though, I would probably miss them, right? If I did it from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
I-
you could burst one of them because you'd have to burst down at the
Right.
ground.
Can I see like which way the snake is facing? Is it like? Is it?
It's
going after him?
it is aware of both of you. Like
Okay.
it's not necessarily facing any.
Okay.
They're not static.
Here's what I want to maybe try to do.
Sure.
I want to very acrobatically jump over this
Okay.
and try and cut it with Scarlet.
Okay. So why are you letting me know that that's acrobatic?
So that it gives me a +2 to agility if I do that. Basically, what I'm thinking is if I do something more acrobatic here, if I have less of a chance to get hit.
So that's to an agility roll. Like,
I
no, you won't have less of a
Okay.
chance to
Well,
get
then
hit.
I'll
But you're
just
just
kinda-
jumping like, yeah,
It
you're
doesn't
trying to
really
attack it.
Yeah.
You can still do that, and it'll still look really cool. But that's
Sure.
that's more for like trying to like.
Okay. I'm just seeing what I can do.
Yeah, no, push the limits. That's
okay.
what we're here for.
I don't think I've actually used my knife yet.
Yeah, you have first session.
Did I? Oh yeah, I did. Just the once. Okay.
So you
But
pull
it was the other knife.
Yeah, it was Mary.
So you're at a -2 to hit.
That doesn't do it.
No, it doesn't.
But you can add a d6 too.
I can. I'm just trying to decide if I want to. Okay. I'll add a d6 to it.
Okay. Now this one
Ooh,
goes
not
to
the
me
blue.
when you use that one.
I guess.
Yeah, and it's fine if you want to
No,
use that.
I know it does. I was trying to use it on something.
Okay.
Less,
And
but-
just real quick, I need to draw my fate chips for my wild card.
Really? Ouch.
So I was at a -2, which
So
that
this makes a hit?
puts me at a.
No,
Well,
she's got to hit its toughness.
Yeah, it's not
Oh.
range.
Or its parry, rather.
So that puts me at a 4.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Yeah.
All right, so you go slicing at it, and it just bobs and weaves right out of the way of it and hisses at you and rears back like it's going to strike you. Hand in your card. All right, now Tortlaw. You have no idea what's happening.
I don't?
You heard a shot. You've heard several shots ring out, and you hear some stuff happening inside the
Like,
church.
James Vogue, did you finally shoot him? I don't do that. It would be in poor taste. I do that. James, did you shoot him?
But definitely something bad is happening in the church.
Can I look through the window?
You can. So the light is bright right here by the window, but darker further into the church. You can see Gabriel kind of crouching behind a pew and kind of looking over up towards the
I
pulpit.
still have the lantern in my left hand.
Oh, it's a wall lantern.
Oh, I thought I took it
Yeah,
off
no,
the
sorry,
wall.
they are
Okay, I just
wall
lit
lanterns.
one, right? Okay.
Yeah. So you can see him kind of crouching behind a pew and looking up towards the pulpit, but that's all you can see. And you can hear the sound of everything happening inside.
Bad stuff is happening.
Yeah. You hear the noise of exertion and gunshot.
A spy.
A Spy's an
follow.
RPG. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Nobody's said anything.
They've shouted out in, I'm sure, like, "Ah!" and just like fired things. And you can hear a voice you don't recognize shouting. But you can't make out the words through the wall.
They didn't leave the door open?
I have no idea.
What?
They probably left the door open.
The door is
Yeah.
It's a
open.
heavy door, though.
We just pushed through it and
Yeah.
kept
Yeah.
going.
You know something's wrong in there.
There were 2 gunshots.
There were 2 gunshots.
And a knife swing.
And a knife swing.
3. 3
It's
guns.
probably not
Yeah,
just our,
three
our
gunshots.
fun nighttime gun.
I mean,
Gun
I don't
club.
know. I hear weird noises come from this church.
Yeah, but 3 gunshots?
Okay. Really know what to do, honestly. honestly. Like, can I hold my action till after that?
Yeah, you can hold your action.
I'm
Flip it
gonna
over.
hold my action.
All right, awesome. All right, so the snakes are going. This one's going to try and bite right at you, Rosaline.
Yay!
Just don't get hit.
I'll try my best.
What is your parry?
It's a 6.
All right, so that is
Dope.
not enough for it to make it.
Actually, it's a 7.
Hold on.
Whoa, you guys are better
It was
at
a
parrying
5?
than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way better than me. Oh.
Got an 8.
Really?
Yeah. All right, so...
Yep. Well. Them Dukes boys.
Hand me that.
Some bitch.
Okay, so it slashes out at you. It gets an 8. What's your toughness?
5.
5. Okay, so it hits. You are shaken, but it nicks you with its fangs. I need you to make a vigor roll.
Great. Five.
Okay, you instantly feel like something is wrong, but you feel like you narrowly avoided a much larger dose of poison. However, you feel suddenly very weak. Your knees kind of buckle under you, and it becomes an effort to keep your eyes open. You have 2 levels of fatigue.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
That's
What's
very
the
bad.
effect
how
of
does that
fatigue?
work?
It's just
Same
like-
thing as wounds.
Just goes
So
away a
it's
little more.
you now have a -2 to all of your trait and
Yeah.
skill rolls, and to your pace.
Oh. I had a -1 fatigue from the last session. Do I still have
No,
it?
no, you regain that after
Okay.
resting,
Is that,
and
is
you're
that
shaken.
something that chat can heal with a wound?
It is not. Fatigue cannot be
Chat can't
healed.
do
Also,
Oh,
we're in the
right.
red zone.
Chat can't do
Red
anything
zone.
anyway.
But
Yeah.
they can't ever do fatigue anyway.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
This one comes sliding over here and lashes out at you, Gabriel Pryor. That's a miss, right? What's your parry?
My parry is 4.
Ooh, that's barely a
Wow.
miss.
I know.
And this one comes slithering up from behind you, James, and bites your ankle.
No, it doesn't.
Or tries to. Ooh,
Oh, it's-
hold
It
on.
might do
I
it.
think
Son
it
of a
might
bitch.
totally do that.
9. So that's going to hit. What's your what's your parry?
5.
5, so that's a hit with a raise.
Ooh, but
But
only rolled a 2.
It only did roll a 2, and I cannot re-roll damage. So it comes up and sinks its fangs into your boot, but luckily your boot is thick enough to deter its
Oh.
teeth.
There's a snake in your boot.
You've been waiting for a long time.
And that's it for the snakes. Tort. You can hear, I'm sure you can hear people crying out in pain and surprise now from inside there.
I would give you direction, but it's not my turn.
I don't know what I would do.
There are things on here you can do too that aren't combat actions.
I mean, you could just, like, you can hear that things are happening in there. So you can either basically burst in with your weapon drawn and ready to act, or you saw Gabriel taking cover behind a pew. You could burst in and just get behind the first pew that you see with your weapon drawn.
Okay, I'll do that first one.
Okay.
I'll burst in with my weapon out.
Now this is your blowgun or your
Blowgun.
tomahawk? Your blowgun? Okay. So what you see basically is this snake biting James' foot. You see Rosaline over there just kind of like looking woozy. You see Gabriel dealing with his snake, like maybe trying to kick at it or something there, and you hear some sort of whispering happening from up by the pulpit. So you have your weapon out and you're ready. And I
Can I go back out?
You definitely can, but not yet. James Bogue. Oh, James Bogue got a
yes!
Joker. And that
Yes!
means everyone at the table gets a fate chip. Because
Oh, I
Jokers
can use
are
one
wild.
of those.
Right?
Right there, James Bogue.
Down to 1.
Right there, Tort Law. Right there, Rosaline. And Gabriel Pryor.
Still not sure the blues are coming up for anyone.
All right, now I did this wrong last time because the snakes are actually quick. So they will send that back. But they have to keep the second result. And this is for the voice.
Ugh.
All right. Joker, you can go any point you want during this turn. So you can automatically interrupt someone else's action, or you can choose to go whenever you want. You're going to get a +2 to any trait and damage rolls you make this turn. So do you want to go right now, or do you want to hold?
I'll go right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot this snake right next to me.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna shoot the snake next to Rosie.
Okay.
gonna get that
So you
snake
have
off
a
of her.
snake biting into your own boot, but you're like, screw that, my boot's really thick. I'm gonna shoot that one by Rosaline. All right.
And I have a better chance.
You
of
do have a
shooting
better
that one.
chance. Make your shot and add a +2 to it.
It's a 7.
But that's a 1 on your shooting die.
No, that's a. Oh,
Yep.
is that a 1?
Yeah.
So if you miss, don't worry, you didn't miss. But had you missed with a 1 on your shooting die, there's a chance you would have hit a bystander instead. But you did hit.
Okay.
A lot of this stuff doesn't come up very frequently because we always re-roll, but there are
Right.
things that
It's
happen
true.
badly. And it's good to know for future red zones.
Okay.
So that
yeah,
was, I'm sorry, a 7?
That was a 5
Plus
plus
2.
2.
So
yeah.
7. So that's a hit, but not with a raise. So roll your damage.
And I get an extra +2, right?
Yep, +2 to your damage.
God dang it. It's a weird angle to come at.
Very
It was a 6.
That aced.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so 11, 12, plus
You
3, 15.
blast it to crap. You bisect it.
Yeah.
There is just a bloody stump of snake body there.
I imagine in my state, I kind of jump. It's startling.
Yeah, you probably just sort of reel back a little bit.
Can I shoot my snake?
You had to declare that beforehand.
Also,
'cause it
you
was-
can't
Oh.
shoot twice unless you're fanning the hammer.
Oh, I thought I would just take a -2 if I shot again.
You take a -2 to both
For
actions
both.
if you do that. So if you're going
I
to take
see.
multiple actions in a round, you have
Right,
to
right,
declare
right.
that from
Gotcha.
the get-go.
Okay.
Queen.
It's me.
Yes. So there's currently a snake biting through James's boot. That's most of what you can see, and he just shot at something on the ground over there.
Okay, I guess I'll try to hit the thing on James's boot.
Okay.
You don't have to. There you go.
Nice.
So,
So
10.
that's an 8 because it's -2 to hit
Right.
those, which we didn't factor in, but you still would have hit. So that's an 8, we said? So that is a hit with a raise. So roll an extra d6 for your damage.
That's 4.
Wow.
Plus 1. 5.
5? Okay. 5 is a hit, but not with a raise, so it is shaken. You strike it with a dart, and it just goes streaking over the top of its body and just cuts a slash in the back of it, but it lets go of James's boot and seems to reel back. I have no way to indicate that thing is shaken, so...
Well, oh.
Take one of ours shaking.
Sure, yeah, if you don't mind. All right, hand in your queen, unless you want to move as well. Do you want to move? You want to go back into cover behind the pew, even though you
You
don't
know what?
why?
I do want to move. I'm going to go outside. Beep.
Okay. All right. Next
All right,
up
see ya.
is the voice.
I heard gunshot.
Great.
And with no rerolls.
So you don't like
Gunshot means
snakes?
dying.
But you don't know that.
I wasn't a big fan either when they bit me over and over again as I walked back with no boots. And he comes out from behind the pulpit and fires at James. Are you ducking?
Yes.
Okay, cool. He's gonna fire at Gabriel.
Walked back with no
enough.
boots. That's that kid.
So you have basically he's at a -5
Okay.
to hit you.
Ooh.
Well,
Oh!
Come on.
Well, that's a 14 minus
outside
5,
is
which
the
is
right
a
place to be.
9.
9.
So that is a hit with a raise. So you peek your head around from the side of the pew, and that's all he needs to fire off a shot. So he's going to roll damage, and he's going to roll an extra d6.
Nothing ace.
13.
13, so that's a hit with 2 raises?
Hit with 2 raises.
All right. Let's vigor this bad boy.
All right, you're going to soak it?
Yeah. I
Okay.
guess I'll use... Well, I don't want to... Yeah. I'll use this one.
Okay.
Doesn't go to you.
Make your vigor roll.
Okay.
And add a +2 to it.
Okay. Come on, vigor.
There it
Nice.
is.
Oh, here.
Well,
Yeah, it was cocked. All right, 6. 7, 9. That's a success and a raise. That soaks 2.
Nice. Okay, great.
Again, you pull back just in time, and you literally feel the bullet just whiz past, like just the hairs on your forehead. Thank you for the follow, Mike Cooley 77. Oh, that's right. Hide. I got all night. Who's up next?
9.
The snakes.
Oh.
Snakes. Yeah.
All right, so this one's gonna try and unshake. Oh. Fails.
You don't
Haha.
shake good.
This one
Snake
is gonna
shake.
try and bite you, Gabriel. Which parry?
4.
That's enough to hit. Oop. Thank you. It's a 3 plus 1, which is a 4. What's your toughness?
5.
So it also tries to lash out at you, and it catches its teeth in the fabric of your pants and just kind of rips a hole out that you manage to get back. This one has to move. I mean, it can move. So it is going to... it's going to just kind of slither under the pews over here, and you guys lose sight of it.
Me?
Yep.
No, it's you.
I think it's me.
Yep.
7.
Yeah, it is.
So I want to try and initiate a test of wills with him.
Okay.
So I want to be like, you've seen the gods on our side, boy. This doesn't have to be where you die, but we can make it.
So you're trying to use persuade?
Yes.
Okay. So that's more like an intimidate roll.
Sure. I guess I'll
change
drop
your-
that last part.
Yeah, yeah.
And just be like, this doesn't have to be where you die.
Sure. Okay.
Like,
so make your
We
persuade
can still.
roll. Work this out.
I have a question just while he's doing this.
Yeah.
Can if because I was thinking about like taunting. Can those stack?
Is that an 8?
Potentially, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There we go.
9.
9. Okay. Now this is contested against his
I
smarts.
think it's his smarts.
Okay.
I'll look up snake wills.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
Fuck.
Oh,
another
come
6.
on!
I like that you keep using different dice just to prove
Yeah,
that
I'm
it doesn't
not
matter.
doing it on purpose. All right. Yeah. That's a 17.
Well,
I don't think I'm the one that should be afraid, preacher. There are more powerful forces than
What did
your
he end up-
god.
He rolled a lot,
A
right?
17.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, okay. Because I do get plus 2 still, but that
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
enough to make a difference.
Yeah.
Who's got the 2
Can I still
fatigue?
make an action? Or is that the whole, is that the
It would have been at a minus. That first
So
one would
that
have been at a
counts
minus
as an
2.
action?
Yeah,
Or-
but you can still move if you want. But you're gonna maybe get a free attack from that snake.
well, wherever I move, it's going to be able to get to me next turn anyway. So I'll just,
You gonna stay there?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Hand in your card. You're up next, Rosaline. You got to unshake. And remember, you're at a minus 2.
Right, because I've got the fatigue.
So first unshake, or you can spend a fate chip to unshake automatically.
No,
Yeah.
I feel like I need to.
Yeah, you can roll and then spend the fate chip if you want.
Fine.
Okay. You're unshaken.
So with the fatigue,
Yeah.
where do we go from here?
You're fatigued.
I know I'm fatigued, but can I make it worse?
Yeah.
How?
So there's fatigued, exhausted, which is what you are now at minus 2, and then there's
I
incapacitated.
know, but what is it that's going to make it worse? Like what I'm trying to
if
figure
you
out.
suffer
is,
more fatigue,
Okay, and
But you
as
got
far
that
as I
back.
can
don't get
tell-
bit by another snake.
Okay. So I'm gonna go behind here.
Okay.
I don't know if this is a good decision or not, but I'm going to yell at him. Sounds like you got what you deserved. Trying to taunt him.
Okay.
I'm trying to taunt.
Try and taunt.
Now, my question on taunting
Yes.
is this +2 bonus for next action against opponent, is that for whoever takes
No, it's
the
just
next-
for you.
Oh, it's just for me?
It's just for you.
I thought it was going to be for whoever.
But you can also shake him by doing that, so
Yeah.
it's still worthwhile. So
Okay.
taunt away.
Not that good at taunting. Oh. 4.
Minus 2.
2.
Oh, well.
He also
I
got
mean,
a 2.
But
So it's a tie, which means that
Kind of.
nothing
Sort of
changes.
taunted.
Yeah. No, not really. It's not roll
I
for
was
shoes.
hoping.
Maybe I did, but you're about to get what's coming to you. All right, James Bogue. Queen, Tortlaw. 3, Rosaline. Ace. 8 for the snakes. Nope. For the snakes. And for the voice.
So glad I went back outside.
Damn.
I'm so glad.
All right, Rosaline, you're up first.
So I can't see him.
You
Can I see
cannot.
him?
You know he's there. Wait, because you made the notice roll earlier?
Yeah.
So you know he's behind there. But you can't see him now. He's fully behind the pulpit.
So if I tried to throw a knife at him, what would be my negative?
He's in
Also,
dim light,
he's way far
and
away.
he is -7, and also ranged things. You can hold an action to wait until he reveals himself, and then try and interrupt him and throw a knife, like when he peeks out to make a shot or something.
I want to try and scare him instead. Because
Okay.
I think I can reach
Bless
him
you.
at this range.
Okay.
Because let's find out.
Yeah, you can reach him at this range, and it's a
Okay.
large burst, so you could just drop it down like
Right. So I want to drop it.
so
yeah.
that you don't catch Gabriel in it. But yeah, okay. So
But I'm still at a -2 for this roll too. Right?
yes, so spend your points and make your roll.
Oh, that is so
So that is a
infuriating.
2.
Yeah, it is.
You need a 4 to activate this spell.
Right, I know. I'm thinking. Hold on, I was trying to get to the spell.
What are you trying to find?
I'm just trying to get to fear in here, and I think I keep passing it. It's bugging me. I'm gonna add a d6.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll
Okay,
do it,
that'll
okay.
activate it.
So that what does that put
Just
me
a
at?
success. 7.
Just a success. Okay, and so now,
So you spend 3 points.
uh-huh.
And your cards fan
No,
out. They
2 points.
2 points. They sputter for a second, but then reignite. And your Joker goes flying out above the pulpit, cackling and screaming. So he has to make a spirit roll,
It's a guts roll.
guts roll.
Every creature beneath, makes a guts check.
Wouldn't you
apply-
know it? I plumb forgot to give this guy any guts.
Uh,
And then
But he
but
is
he's
the
got a
ace.
4.
if he's a okay.
He's at a -2 though, because he doesn't have the skill. So that's a 7
7.
-2. That is a 5.
What's he trying to hit? My spell casting?
I think he's trying to hit your spell casting, which was a
is
7.
8.
It was
oh,
an 8.
wait, my roll?
Yeah, your roll.
Yeah, that was a 7. I
Okay,
think.
I'm gonna add a d6 to that. So I've seen this trick before, little missy. It's gonna take more than that. All right, hand in your card. Unless you wanna move. You wanna move? You
I
wanna-
want to hop over to this one.
Okay, and crouch?
Yeah.
Okay. Diamonds beats clubs. I lost my toes to those bites. I had to cut the venom out myself, but snakes were wrong. They were wrong somehow. And he looks out. He's going to try and he's going to fire at you again, Gabriel. You're closest.
I think that makes sense.
But he's at a -5. And yeah, that's a miss. Bullet goes winging off the top of the pew.
Hit the snake.
What? It
Hits
doesn't
a
hit a
snake.
snake. All right, you're up next, James.
Made a mistake and hit a snake.
All right.
It rhymes, so it's gotta be
Right? That's
true.
it. Yeah, exactly. It should have happened.
I'm gonna
Them's the rules.
Right?
I'm gonna
Everyone
take 2
knows.
shots.
2 shots.
Okay. One. I'm gonna try to stay under cover here,
Okay.
but I'm gonna shoot this snake first,
Okay. And then
and then I'm gonna shoot. I'm just gonna shoot here.
you're going to try and shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you're going to try and shoot that snake, so you're at a -2 to shoot that snake.
Okay. It's 4 minus
That is
2.
A miss. Feels different without the cursed Spanish gold.
It does. So much harder.
It's hopeless.
My
we feel
God.
hopeless.
Guys,
I love it.
we were lured into a
Just as
false sense
reroll,
of
you don't get
security.
that, right?
Wait, wait.
If you spend it as a reroll, I don't get this.
Right, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's a 3.
Damn it. All right. I'm just gonna miss that one.
Okay, and then the next shot is at him.
Is that him?
So that's a -7 that you're at right now. 'Cause
Holy
it's
shit.
dark. It's
Can
darker
I,
up there.
Can I change
and
it
he's,
to? Can I change it to another shot at the snake?
Yep.
All right.
Well, wait, hold on. No, because you can't
No?
make the same shot twice unless you have another gun. You could fan the hammer,
I see.
but that's a different move.
Right.
So you might as well shoot. Go,
All right,
go for the Hail
sure.
Mary. Go for the Hail
All right,
Mary.
Let's do it. Go for the aces.
Nope.
All right.
So just 2 wild shots, I guess.
It's like the gunslinger's missing his shots. You want to move?
Now, yeah, I'm gonna move behind this one.
Okay. All right. Snakes. This one's gonna try and unshake.
Snake it off. Snake it off.
Fail miserably.
It does not unshake,
Ah.
but it is still going to move. And it slithers under there. The other one's gonna try and attack you again, Gabriel.
Ooh. That's how the snake do.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so it's a hit with an ace.
Everyone's acing on me.
Yeah. It's like your luck is totally reversed. That's a 7.
So that's a hit,
Oh, 7.
But it's a hit. It's against your parry.
which is a 4.
Okay, so it's not a hit with a raise.
Right.
So you are shaken,
Right.
but I need you to make a vigor roll.
Was that your... Oh, nice.
Snakes are gonna snake.
Okay, so yeah, you totally make it. But again, it nicks you. And you feel yourself also, having narrowly avoided something more serious, go woozy. And you are now exhausted as well. You have 2 points of fatigue.
Dang.
All right,
Shaken?
that's it for the... Yeah, and you're shaken. That's it for the snakes. Who's up next? Gabriel Pryor.
All right. I guess I got to roll to unshake, right?
Yes.
So that's.
Or you can spend a fate chip to unshake automatically.
I only have one
Okay.
fate chip left, so I'm gonna save it. That's my vigor, right?
Yep. Or no, I'm sorry, unshake is spirit.
Unshake a spirit. That's much better for me.
Oh, I've been using vigor.
All right, because I have a D8 on spirit.
I thought it
It's
was
the
bigger.
same.
Oh no, it's shaking.
But I don't do it.
You don't unshake?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Especially with that -2, which.
So you can still take a free action. You can move, but if you do that, the snake's going to get another shot at you.
Yeah, I don't want to get another extra shot.
So you're going
because
to
it'll just move at
stay
me.
crouched down there?
Yeah.
All right. This poison is
Just
really
kinda
like it's
trying
just
to bat it off.
yeah, but it's making you feel really weird. Hand me your card. Tort Law.
Okay, this is what I want to do.
Okay, hit me with it.
I want to activate my stored magic
Okay.
on James Bow.
What's the range on armor? Does it have to be touch?
Oh, I don't know. I thought. Is it touch? That would really, really suck.
I'm not sure.
Um,
I think it might be though.
I'm looking.
Armor is touch.
Well, then he doesn't get crap from me.
Okay.
So instead of that, I'm going to turn into an owl, go into the bell tower, and come down through this door.
Okay, so this turn you can turn into an owl and fly up to the bell tower. So make your spend your points, make your tribal medicine roll.
Nice.
Oh man, yeah, you're super owl. So you turn up there and you fly up to the bell tower. So you are now in the bell tower. All right.
And then I un-owl
You can't un-owl this turn,
in the bell tower. Okay.
but you can do that next in your turn.
So they can't use any of the cursed spatula?
They cannot.
But we can use our cards that we got,
Six.
right?
That's
Damn.
true. The snakes, nope.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. You can't use the cards.
Oh, we can't?
No.
Not use these cards.
The only thing you can use is the cursed Spanish amulet that was the stretch goal last time. You guys can get a lucky break if you snap it in half, but if you do that, 2 people down the line are going to get lucky breaks. All right, the snakes are up first. This one by you is going to try and unshake. No, that snake cannot unshake. It's going to stay right there. This one is going to go for you again, Pryor. 7.
Son of a bitch.
That's a hit, yeah? But now with a race. 3.
I don't think that hits.
All right, so it tries to bite you again, but again, it gets stuck on like the sleeve of
I
your
feel like
coat.
it's just tangled now.
All right,
Just like, ugh.
yeah, the snake's super
It
confused.
bit me once, and now it's like
James Bogue.
confused as to what the part that actually is supposed to bite it.
Yeah, I thought it was this clothing thing.
I'm like hitting it with the Bible.
Clip is not working.
Bible's helpful.
Yeah.
This clip must be
Oh, my
broken.
second Bible exploded, didn't it?
I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot at this. I'm gonna shoot at this one.
That snake?
Yep.
Okay. Take a shot.
All right, seriously, this is not even.
Nice.
9.
9. All right, that's enough to hit it with a race.
Is it a -2? 7.
7. Yes, that's still enough, but not a race.
Can I get another little clip? This one's broken.
God dang it. Yeah, you can. Not right now.
So roll your damage.
All right.
Stick it in your little bullet hole. The other.
You don't have like a bobby pin or something?
7.
7, 8
This part,
through.
no, it's this part won't hold the microphone.
You blow it
No,
away.
You could stick
Inside.
the microphone through your little.
All right.
I
Or
don't
the
know
lapel.
about
The lapel.
And
this way?
1,
hole.
2.
All right, and you get to move away from that one
one
because
on
it's
the other
shaken.
Shaken. Yeah.
Or that.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
that works.
hand in your card. Nice shooting there, Tex. All right, next up is Rosaline. I mean, I'm sorry, Tortlock.
Can I yell something?
Yeah, yell away.
I have no idea what you're doing, so I'm just gonna go back door, Tort.
Okay. So I'm unowling and running down the
You
back
can
stairs.
unowl and run down the back stairs, so you're on the second floor now.
I think I'm just like, where the hell is she?
Yeah. Okay.
So you're on the second floor, heading down for the first floor.
And that was me with the double motion, right? Because all I'm doing is running.
Roll your run die. Just a d6.
4.
Okay, yeah, you're on the steps down into the back area. You should be able to, with a good run roll, burst through that door next
Okay.
time. All right, Rosaline.
Man. I can't see this guy. I'm gonna. So if I wanted to pull one of my throwing knives, do I have to drop Scarlet to do that
Yeah.
without taking a negative?
Yeah, because you're not ambidextrous.
And again, if I want to try to throw at this guy,
I mean, you're still going to be taking a negative because you have to draw it.
Delicate.
Can you mute Talene?
There is also a snake over here, too.
5.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. There's
And
a
it's
snake
shaken,
over there.
and you have a throwing
I
knife.
know. All right.
Snaken.
I will. Oh man, I'll go over here.
Oh, I thought you can.
What?
I thought you were pulling a throwing knife.
Well, I can't. I mean, I guess
Oh,
I could
I
throw
see what
at
you're
that
saying.
one.
Because you're already at the -2, though.
I am. Yeah, sure. I'll try throwing. So I have to drop this one.
Yeah, and then it's going to be an
Oh.
additional -2 to pull a throwing knife.
Or you wanted it the other way.
That's fine.
So
Or
it
you
puts me
can-
at a -4.
Yeah.
Well, it would be better for me just to go over there and try to
Sure,
attack
you
it.
could do
right?
that.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, so you're running over and slashing at it with your knife.
Yes. Double check.
It's 3.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah, that's not enough. Actually, that's a 1 because it's a -2 to hit the snake as well. All right. Yeah, so you miss.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm a snake.
Snake,
Hearts
oh,
beats Simon.
snake.
Okay.
It's a snake.
I told you, leave my snakes alone.
Pokey.
You all don't play fair, do you? No, I see. This is just gonna happen the exact same way it did before. Well, it's not happening tonight. And everything gets dark in the church. All of a sudden, the lantern light just goes out, and everything gets dark. And you hear a hiss and a rattle, and you hear a window shatter. And then the lights come back on. The lantern comes back on. And the church is empty. Because chat donated for know when to walk away.
Oh.
Meaning things were starting to turn against whoever it was behind the pulpit.
Oh.
And they chose to retreat and fight another day. So we're going to leave it right there. Right there. Thank you guys for sticking with us. I know we went a little long. Thank you guys for sticking with us. I know we went a little long. I just really wanted to do a red zone just so we could see what it felt
Hell
like.
yeah.
And it's way more tense than I thought it was going to be. So thank you guys for hanging out this whole time. Thank you for all of your donations and unlocking all of those tiers. Don't worry, all of the things you donated for are definitely going to be on the table next session. And Again, if you want to follow us in between sessions, you can look us up on Twitter. It's at wildcards_GM, at wildcards_Meg, at wildcards_JP, at wildcards_Dom, and at wildcards_TG. Does anyone have anything else they want to plug real quick before we head out?
I think we're good.
think we're good, yeah.
Phoenix Dawn Command tomorrow, 12:30 p.m.
Yes.
Pacific time.
Sorry we went wrong, guys. Thank you so much, Isaiah behind the counter.
Thank you.
Apparently my voice has left me at this point. And thank you, guys.
Tyler at home. Thank you,
Tyler.
Tyler.
Tyler at
Thank
home.
you.
Thank you. I hope Henry went to bed, and we'll leave you with some real quick finger guns. Pow, pow, pow.